Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tides of Death. How are my favorite players in the world doing today?
I think we're doing good, yeah. I speak for all of us.
Doing pretty good. No.
It seems like it's not been long since I've seen you last.
No, well,
it's 2 small days.
You're begging for us to come back, Neil, so we thought,
Yeah.
do an old man a favour.
I mean, if you're going by the subreddit, you haven't seen us in like 4 weeks.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Where last we left off, there were some giant wasps. I don't see any reason why we would wait. Here they are.
Dilly-dally.
They're here. This is our party, camped by this little tributary over here. Your horses are tied up not too far away. The mountains in question, from which the wasps have come, sort of over in this direction. And here they are. Now, these tokens have wings, but I just want to remind everyone that these wasps do not have wings. These are grounded creatures.
So describe it, because they're not wasps, right?
Well,
Or are they kind of like wasps?
Clearly, there's some sort of giant version of a wasp, or a yellow jacket, or a hornet. They're one of these like very large insects with stingers and pincers. And maybe if you were an apiarist, you might know the difference. But I think Captain John Winters, man that he is,
he's an idiot.
Man of the world, he sees these giant fucking nasty stinger things, and the last thought in his head is, what's the taxonomy of these things? That's...
Oh, amazingly, my family back raised giant hornets, so I'm actually extremely experienced.
See, that's why you've got the giant hornet writing proficiency. I thought it was just a typo this whole time.
I cast a spell.
Can we roll initiative first?
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
Thank
we
you.
can actually.
I did absolutely zero thinking about what I'm going to do in this battle.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I don't have to think about it that much.
Left or right?
Wait, how did you just roll 5,556 initiative?
I just typed in 555. I'm looking.
Okay.
I already rolled a 5.
Just making sure.
Nice.
So our entire party goes. Then all the wasps. Actually, Sora is in the midst of there somewhere. Okay. So starting off with Archie B. Alder.
I run up to the wasp and I punch it in the stomach.
No,
Yes.
no, wait. Wait, Archie, wait for that.
Okay.
Ready your attack, Archie.
Yeah, ready your attack.
I ready my attack to punch them in the stomach.
There you go.
Excellent. Nilrum.
I cast Fog Cloud as a Cloud Kill-esque form. I don't know if this is going to affect dumb wasps, but you know, they probably know to stay away from ugly fogs and whatnot, so I might as well try it out. And I shoot it this way.
Okay. You want to put that in chat so I can do a quick read of Fog Cloud?
40 by 20 by 20.
It's a cloud kill like fog, this billowing mass of ghastly yellow-green vapors measuring 40 by 20 by 20. Moves away, blah, 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 very thick, blah, 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 10 feet per round. Okay, so you get a big chunk. And where do you want it to start? You can start from...
Let's start over here.
Right, so...
And just heading that way.
Big chunk right here. Would someone outline this with a tool?
I got you.
Rhombus?
My rumbus out of your mouth.
One's feeling extra spicy today. All right, that's good.
Thursday, Nick, it's different.
Yeah, true. I'm into
Definitely.
dysphoria, mate.
Yeah, so it's just going to go 10 feet away from us in perpetuity.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt it'll do anything, but it might.
All right, well, Sail will take a turn.
I am casting every Pokemon Master's favorite spell. Confusion.
Ooh, good choice.
Now, it says up to
Nice.
6-foot cube, so does that mean like I mean,
A
like
cube
60
feet on one side.
Yeah.
No.
Hold on. That means I can hit 3 of them.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh my god, Sale, this is going to turn the fight. Good job.
Creatures are
Can I
allowed
hit
to. Yeah,
These 3, say?
not a problem. Spell causes confusion in one or more creatures within the area, creating indecision and the inability to take effective action. Spell affects 1d4 creatures plus 1 creature per caster level, so you can easily hit all 3. Creatures are allowed a saving throw versus spell at -2, adjusted for wisdom. Those successfully saving are unaffected. Confused creatures react as follows. Oh boy. Well, let's roll some wasp saves. See what goes down.
I'm really hoping wasps aren't very wise.
Starting from the top and going. No, sorry, starting from the left, going to the right. 1, 2. Ooh, but that one has a -2, so that's a failure. 3. All 3 will fail.
We got to roll a d10 for all 3, or just 1 each?
1 each, but on their turns. Because it.
Oh, okay.
Each round, a different thing takes effect. We'll give them a little confused token so we know what's what. Alright, next up, Captain John Winters. He's muted.
You're muted.
You eat.
Thank you. My
Adjust
plan
your
was to, like,
neck, John.
my
Okay,
plan was to
yeah.
kind of like climb up here and then kind of wait for the wasps to attack and then dive down on them. But I know that some of them are still up there. So what I want to do kind of, Neil, is kind of like delay my action until they've all kind of committed to down here, if you know what I mean. But at that point, then I want to climb up here and then jump
Well, the
back down on
climbing
them.
will
When they...
take some time, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah. But I just don't want to be like, okay, you climb up here, this one just comes up and attacks you from the bottom. You know, I want to wait for him to kind of get around the corner to commit to coming down before I go up.
You can climb and then hold the end of your climb, you know, as you get to the top and you're looking
Yeah,
over.
there you go. Yeah.
And even though this map is very well lit, it is nighttime right now. So these people have vision of this sort of stuff here. The fog cloud probably blocks vision of the wasps down here. Actually, I think it specifically says it blocks infravision and normal vision. But if you climb up this, then you will be able to see into this area very vaguely.
Yeah.
Does this fog actually block vision? The
Does it not?
fog cloud? I don't think that this version does. The other version does.
Okay, yeah.
The only
Wall
effect of either
fog.
version is to obscure vision.
No, here
So I
we go.
guess
Fog
yeah.
obscures all sight, normal and infravision beyond 2 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect.
Even infravision.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Oh, there's like a light spell here, though, right, Neil?
There is a light spell centered around this sucker. Yeah.
I actually dispelled.
Oh, that's
you
right.
did,
You did.
yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
So our first giant wasp comes up, and PotatoMcWhiskey, would you roll me a d10 for the confusion of your wasp?
The best one.
Oh, incredible.
Attack the nearest creature for 1 round, and then roll again on your
Nice.
next turn. So immediately the wasp buzzes over towards its friend and lashes out with a pin, actually. One of these wasp strategies is to grab your prey, hold them against a surface, and then just sting them over and over again. So this one is going to start off with a pin attack, which is a grabbing the other wasp and rolling a 36 on a strength check, easily holding the other wasp in place. It gets an opposed strength check, maybe break free, which it does not. And then it's going to come in with the sting, which is going to be at advantage. So I'm going to roll this twice. A 13 and, ooh, this is actually missing the plus 10 associated. So that's a 23, which will sting for 2 points of damage and a saving throw versus poison. The other wasp, who is not immune to its own poison type. It will pass and be okay. Just cheat. 20. Take 2 damage, and the poison damage, even on a past poison save, this wasp will take 9. Poison.
Nice.
This might be my biggest spellcast ever.
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
The one that was just attacked needs a D10 for it, PotatoMcWhiskey.
Oh,
What's that?
Same thing?
Kind of fine.
actually,
No, it just acts normally.
But it's
Oh,
pinned.
shit.
Right, so this one is pinned to the ground. It was intending to come over and eat our player characters, but now it's fighting against its ally, which it doesn't really consider much. It's their friends. They're on the same hive side. This one just wants to break free and go attack you guys. You know, they're sort of they got good teamwork and cooperation. And so with a 28 versus a 22, it will manage to break out and buzz.
Attack of opportunity, though?
Attack of opportunity.
It's going to get it.
Oh. Going, though. It doesn't want to go into the fog cloud. That's weird. So I think it's going to start to buzz over this way, and this other one will get a bite attack, which is another hit for 6 damage. And Sora will take her turn. And Sora right now is
for
under the
Bitcoin.
control of Sail.
Sora is going to just hold her attack at the ready and position herself sort of defensively.
Perfect. D10 for the Wasp, Potato. Fucks off for the whole battle, I think.
Yeah, wander away for the duration of the entire spell. So
Or
How
just
many
wanders away
rounds?
for 10 minutes.
See you later, Wasp.
Yep. Just goes. And
They wouldn't actually
last.
buzz if they haven't got wings, just so you know.
You get him, Nick.
True.
You tell him.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
This
Don't look
wasp
at me like
decides
that,
to go
Neil.
straight over here, right to the top.
I know. Specifically what I said I wanted to avoid.
You know, it was going to do that anyway, regardless of what you did. But now that you're there,
Oh, it's not actually. Okay. I would have believed it.
well, it might. I was going to roll a die for its action.
Okay.
Because this whole area down here is banked in clouds, like noxious, vapory looking stuff. And wasps don't want to fly into this vapory thing
Yeah, you
where
don't
they
wanna
can't
get
see.
in that.
Who's going to go voluntarily into an area where you can't see when you could just go around it? And so it will go around it. And this is actually the shortest way. So
Okay,
it will
wait.
start buzzing
but I
this
see.
direction.
Can I drop back down as I see it coming?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can drop back down. And the wasp
No,
will
no.
come over here and leap on you from above with a pin.
Ooh.
That is a hit, but a failure on the strength check. So it does leap onto you and grab you, but I think you can like roll back with it, and the wasp will like tumble behind you, not successfully pin you.
Wait, but do I take the hit?
There's
Oh,
no
no.
damage on a pin.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
It's
right,
just,
okay.
to
But
grab.
can I attack it as it comes over me then? Since I was kind of holding my attack or not?
Yeah, you did have, well,
I mean, I see it coming towards me. I feel like
but
I
you were
drop off
holding on the
cliff.
mountainside, right? Oh, I guess you drop off and you grab a rapier. Sure, go ahead and make an attack of
Well,
opportunity.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
great.
I think that's
Yeah.
just the one,
Or-
yeah, just the rapier.
Yeah, just the ready to attack.
13.
13's not
Underside,
gonna do
underbelly.
it. Not any
Soft
softer on the
underbelly?
underbelly. There's no
Oh,
soft
okay.
underbelly. It's got a exoskeleton, not an internal skeleton.
Okay.
Landing on the ground. I guess it does sort of land maybe this way. Will the 3 players in this quadrant right here all roll me a d20? Nilrum, John Winters, and Sale.
I don't happen to get an attack of opportunity on this thing, right? I had an attack ready.
Nah, it's too far from you at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, MrMouton, the wasp that was going after Nick, tumbles on the ground, pops its head up, and buzzes over here to sting you with its big old stinger. Whoosh goes the thorax.
The miss.
Woohoo! Nice.
All right. Now, Archie, you had been holding your attack. So had
Yes.
Sora. And these things are sort of around here. If you want, you can move to this one down here or this one up here.
Well,
And-
I would say about this one here is we missed the part of the confusion spell. If you're attacked by an ally under the effect of the confusion spell, you consider them an enemy.
Really?
Yes, it's like the third last paragraph. Let me see if I can get it. Uh,
No, but I think that's the confused person considers them an enemy, right? It didn't
Any
attack him
confused-
back.
Any confused creature that is attacked perceives the attacker as an enemy and acts according to its basic nature.
So they're both confused. He's attacked. They should attack each other then, yeah.
Well, no, sorry, I don't want to argue against us, but the one that got attacked isn't confused. The one who is
Yes,
confused
he
was
is.
not attacked.
They're both
Yeah, he is.
confused.
They're both confused.
Oh, right, yeah. Sorry, he just passed his. He just rolled a
Yeah.
10, didn't he? My mistake, sorry.
Yeah, so I guess this one did break free with its strength check, and now the two of them are squaring off. The breaking free is a full round or a full action, so it doesn't get to make a counterattack. But it wouldn't have wandered away afterwards, and it wouldn't have taken that additional damage then.
Mm-hmm.
Which was
6, I think.
Yes.
I think you rolled 2 3s. Yeah.
6. Okay, so we'll give it 6 more life, but it hangs out over here, which means Archie. The round is sort of coming to an end. You've been waiting for these wasps to come through.
Yes.
But instead of coming through on the bottom side, one of them jumps down on top of Captain John and then flies over, or walks over, buzzes over, and tries to stab Nilrum with its throbbing thorax.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking punch it, Neil.
Right,
Punch it.
throbbing thorax, name of our OnlyFans game,
Oh.
Nick.
A crit.
No,
Jesus.
not again. Not again, Pokemon Challenger.
14 damage.
14 to the wasp.
You have
Second
2 attacks
attack.
every round now, yeah?
I do believe.
Well,
left
offhand, right?
He always
Boom.
gets an offhand attack.
That
Oh
is
my
also a
God.
crit. I critted 16, right?
Yes, you do. Another 15
15.
damage. And
And-
second attack with your main hand.
Barely not a
is-
crit.
Oh.
Only
6
6.
damage.
I like how he does 6 damage on a min roll. What the f-
Yeah.
Archie comes over here and just starts breaking wasps,
Yep.
hornets. I also realize that these tokens are a little bit small. They should be quite a bit larger.
For disengage, you want a
huge.
you want a 3?
Yes. Oh, and Sora. Sail, you can take a turn with Sora.
Yeah, she'll follow Archie and come around the side of Nilrum if she can.
Mm-hmm.
And
This
they-
rock will get in the way of the other side, so she has to come from the front. That's fine.
arming sword.
That will crit.
Beautiful.
Sora's sword
So-
comes out, slashes through the wasp for 10
Oh,
points of
okay.
damage,
And
hacking off limbs, opening up the insides. It is near to death, but wasps know no fear, or hornets, whatever you want to call
should
them.
this be doing D12, Koibu?
Yes, it should be doing a d12. Would you roll me 2d12 plus 2 instead of that filthy 2d8 plus 2?
Ah, you can't win them all.
Well, alright, it gains 2 HP. Good job.
I healed it with my attack. What the hell? So should I change Sora's weapon?
No,
No, it's
fine.
only against large
It's only
creatures.
against large creatures, yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
Alright, initiative rolls. One for the
You-
unfazed.
You can make like a second line for versus large.
Yeah, I'll
That's
do
what it
that
does.
when I
Yeah.
get a chance. Okay, I'm never
It
taking.
counts as we defeated these 2 wasps, right, Nick? If they just kill each other?
I mean, they were defeated by a spell, so I think so. Because if you lightning bolted them, they died. You wouldn't be able to say that you didn't defeat them, would you?
Right, initiative rolls.
We
It
got
looks
'em.
like Sail is
Yeah,
not
just-
first. He just hasn't rolled
I'll just
initiative yet.
attack.
In fact, nobody's rolled initiative except for Archie.
I
I
held
did.
initiative
I rolled
yeah.
initiative as well.
much earlier. You scroll up.
Scroll.
I believe you. Nilrum. It's on
I run.
you.
I disengage. I'm gonna go back to the horses and, you know.
Bravely retreat.
Brave Sir Robin over here. Archie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking punch the wasp, Neil.
He's got the one move. He does it. It hits.
He hits?
He hurts
7
it.
damage.
It was very
Offhand?
effective.
And crits.
Yeah, crit.
Boom!
Who invited this guy to play D&D with us? What is this bullshit?
Looking at you, Muton. Archie lets out a battle cry as he crushes the wasp's head into the ground.
I think John says, "Holy shit!"
Yep. It's,
Nice work, Archie.
Compound's eyes split all over the ground. Captain John takes a turn.
Can I see their life force through the fog?
No.
Can I see them like fighting each other?
Nope.
Fog
Obscures all.
Am I stupid enough to go and get a look? I am. I'm gonna come over. I climb back up the hill and have a little look down.
Yeah. Should not be a problem. You can see that the two of them are engaged in mortal combat over here.
They're fighting each other. What's going on?
I cast confusion on them, John. They don't know friend from foe.
Well, I'll be damned. Good job.
Bite at the other for 4 points of damage. And then it will sting as well with a miss. Swoosh. Sora will take a turn.
Sora can't see the wasps, and so is just going to position herself defensively again.
Great. Tail.
I'm not about to go try and stab the wasp that's fighting, and plus I can't see it, so I'm just going to like start trying to move around the fog with Sora.
Excellent. The other giant wasp down here, or hornet, whatever we're calling them, was confused. One of their allies attacked it, so now they're enemies. And so we bite with a critical bite for 13 points of damage. 11 points of damage. I can do math. And it will sting with a hit. And the other one will have to make a poison save. Pretty good confusion spell here, dude.
There's a real like
the spell book.
a thought that I'm having right now. It's like when you were designing this encounter, Neil, like you were really hoping that you'd get to poison kill someone, or you know that they fail a poison save. But little did you expect that it would be your own monsters dying to the poison.
I did not expect them to fight each other. That is absolutely true.
I think we're just gonna let them duke it out until.
Yeah.
It was one left.
I kind of think you guys can just sit back and chill, and they will fight each other more or less to the death. So this one will bite and hit.
Do they roll every round, or are they just locked in combat now?
Oh, they should roll every round because there are other effects.
They might
like
still wander
wanders
away.
off. Yeah. Give me 2d10. 5 into 1.
One's gonna try and wander off. The other one's just gonna try and. I don't know what the 5 is.
I'll repost the spell.
Stand confused for 1 round. Okay. So one of them just sort of like, sits around, not doing much. This other one wanders off. And then on the following round, this one will act and give me an initiative roll or a d10 for this one again.
Okay, so it's coming.
Attack.
Yeah, so this other one has wandered off. This one now, it will attack the nearest creature, which honestly, it doesn't have line of sight to anyone because this cloud has been moving 10 feet and 10 feet, and if you look carefully, Hornet can't see Sora or Sail or Archie or Captain John. Can't even see the horses. So the only thing it can see are the wasps that came after, or the wasp that it just chased off. And so it will head in that direction. And I think that will end up the end
It's
of our
leaving.
encounter. They buzz away. All is quiet.
Good job, Sail.
Thanks. I didn't know I had it in me. It's the first time I've used that one.
With our
Successfully, at
magics
least.
and Archie's fist, we can overcome anything.
We
Absolutely.
really can. Bring us the
Sorry.
dragon, Neil.
I can't wait to punch a dragon to death. Sorry, give Archie a hand moving these corpses out of here.
I think we need to get out of here, John. These things seem to be coming in waves.
I looked at the fire and the bedrolls. And that's... Yeah, you're probably right. Okay. Let's get going. Pack up.
We know where they're coming. Let's just ride the horses for a little bit away.
Yeah.
Then we can camp for the night. Take a late night. Late morning.
We're gonna need to make sure you guys have your spells for tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's the name of the guy who's our guide?
His name
Toucan.
is... Ace. His name is Ace.
I would like to beat Ace up for not telling me about giant hornets.
He tries to shield his face from your blows. But no one asked. No one said anything. I thought you knew what you were doing. I thought you were competent.
Wait. Are you just giving him a slap, or are you like proper beating him up?
I'm gonna slap him a couple of times. Like, you almost got us killed.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
What do you mean? What am I supposed to do? Say no? You captured me.
At least, do you want to live? Tell us about the hornets next time.
There's hornets.
What else is there in these hills?
All sorts of giant insects. By the back of the castle's undefended. I thought
Is
you
there
knew.
spiders?
Yeah?
I hate spiders. What else?
Giant insects of all kinds. Spiders, tarantulas, hornets, wasps, praying mantises.
Sale will
You
like
know?
stop dead in his tracks and like start looking at the sky. Do any of them fly?
No? Well, I mean, yeah, some of them, but not the scary ones.
Captain,
giant
I think we need to
herbivores
leave
do.
now. Wait, giant herbivores?
Yeah.
What kind of
Like,
island do you live on?
What do you call them? Grasshoppers? The giant grasshoppers. They fly. Ish. They jump and flutter.
All right, dummy.
I-
Where can we camp out that we're not gonna get fucking attacked by these creatures? And don't say town.
He looks around. I don't know what to tell you. Just don't hurt me.
What do you think, John?
Well, maybe we are better here by the dead ones. Might keep the others away. Might draw more. I'm not sure.
Maybe just make
How
a
the
big
fuck do
fire.
insects work? Yeah.
All right, let's get
Well,
let's get the horses close by. We can put them in here. I'll point to the little encampment here.
Yeah.
And we'll just create a massive fire. Should keep away everything.
All
Yep.
right.
We'll spend
Spend a
our
little
day doing
time
that.
gathering up as much fire as
Wait.
possible.
Also, what if we camped up here on this little ridge? I mean, since it's on the map, look, it's kind of protected from all sides.
Sure.
So
We'll
is it
move
at
the
This
least-
one
camp.
over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It will give you sort of a view of everything, but it also is in the greatest of views of all things.
Fine. We're
if
far away
that's
from
not-
everybody.
That's not a concern of yours. Then up here, it's also in the elements, in the wind a little bit more. So maybe
Oh.
your sleep won't
What
be
kind-
as great.
What kind of weather are we talking about then?
Mostly wind. There's no rain. It's a little bit chilly. And this will only add to the wind chill. And I don't think you guys bring tents and sleeping pads. So you're pretty much just in your clothes, laying on the ground.
Roughing it.
Yeah, real roughing it.
Okay.
To be fair, we
Fine.
brought whatever was on our ship because we have to unload the entire ship. So, well, we probably hid some stuff. We brought like the rest. So if there's sleeping pads and stuff on our ship, then that's probably what we have because we were able to coordinate with the guy, the horse dude.
True. And you'll
Okay,
have a couple of blankets, probably, at the very least.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're not sleeping comfortable, basically.
Yeah. And especially
No.
with the combat in the middle of the night, none of the spellcasters will be well rested enough in the morning to relearn spells.
What if we take a long morning?
You're
Sleep
still
through it.
like the sun's gonna come up and it's gonna shine on you, and you're not gonna be in like a nice dark cave to be able to sleep. It'll be awake, fortunately.
We're gonna have to
Okay.
find somewhere else to camp
we
out.
need another. Yeah, we
Yeah.
should just go back to the town then and stay there for.
You want to
Go
go
back
back
to
to
town.
the former town?
Yep.
Yeah, there's not like
Nice.
if we don't
Just
have spells,
yeah,
there's
it's-
nothing we can do.
What's gonna happen again? We'll get attacked again. Or
Wait.
if we started
Oh,
first thing in the morning, could we get to the town in one day? Like the main
place
town
that you're headed
from
to?
the small town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Well, no,
Okay.
not from the small town to the main town in one day. That's at least going to be a 2-day journey. But from
Even if we set out at the crack of dawn.
yes. But from where you are here, you could make it to the next place in one day.
Yeah. Shit.
Well, we do have another option. It's unlikely that anyone has gotten word to that town yet. It's only been a day. We could bring a wasp head or two and see if there's a reward for them. Camp out in the night in the town. Hope we don't get recognized.
They may have seen the magic.
I mean,
So if it's 2 days away, there's no way they're seeing our magic. They might see like some light or something in the distance, but they're not gonna just be like, "Oh, spellcasters."
Yeah, you're probably,
These people
sure.
might, but
You're
these
probably
people
right.
no way. Yeah.
you're probably
Okay.
10, maybe 20 miles away from this keep right now. So that's a pretty good distance.
All right, so we kill some wasps. We'll spend the next days traveling coming up with a story of why we're here. We need to make sure we've got a good story. We'll turn in their heads. We'll say we were attacked and we need to rest for a few days. But we're going to need a reason why we're coming here and why we're coming from that direction. So let's just think, okay? But that's not a bad idea. We might get the lay of the land in the town. We can work out how many men there are. You know, makes what we need to do a bit easier.
I think a fairly straightforward story would work for us. We could say that we're adventurers from outside the Dardanelles, and we heard there was some sort of thing here that we could come find. It would explain any unusual makeup of our party.
Well, from outside the dot, what, we're like looking for something, like buried treasure or something?
Yeah, like maybe we heard there was something. I'll turn to the guy and be like, hey, any like local legends
Yeah.
about treasure?
About treasure? He thinks to himself for a moment.
Fallen empires, crypts full of undead and gold.
Magic, maybe.
Yeah, well, this is one of the older settled islands in this area, back from before the White Prince was here. Been farmed for a couple hundred years now. Say that the keep here was built by, well, the Duke's family way back, generations back, built this place. They say that when the White Prince came, and looks at all of you guys, judging by the reactions on your faces what you might be thinking of the White Prince. He's also heard you say a couple of terrible things about him before. When the White Prince came, some of the, I guess they were called loyalists or rebels back then, fled northward towards the mountainsides. Their encampment, the group of fighters went off, and he points to like this set of mountains over here. Over there, were never seen from again. Some say the mountains over there are still haunted by the warriors that led the White Prince, roaming the mountains in their heretical ways.
Yeah.
Not that
Which
I
mountains
believe.
did you say?
The ones on the north side of the island. There's all these valleys over there. It's valley after valley after valley, and some of them are supposed to be haunted by the remains of the.
Do the bugs come from that way? Or I'll point towards
no,
the mountain that we know they're coming from.
They come from this range. It's the big one, the forest beyond.
Is it worth checking out, Captain?
Based on this guy's old legend? I don't know.
I mean,
Might
we've
work for
seen
a
this
cover
before
story,
on
but-
another island, right? People are
Sure.
loyalists, move into the hills. I shrug.
Why don't we, let's come up with a story out of this. Maybe we can get more information in the town.
I
If
think we
it's
have
true.
two
But it's a
major
good
challenges.
story. Go on.
Is two major challenges is having a story and having a disguise. Obviously, we're the Crimson Fists. I like nod at Archie. We're pretty recognizable.
Right? Yeah.
So disguise is going to be important. And also, we need to do everything we need to do in town tomorrow, because I would expect that news of what we've done in the smaller town will arrive the day after. So we have a day, we have to get our story straight, a disguise, and one day to do everything we need to do in that town.
But we gotta sleep when we get to the town. That's the whole point.
Well, yeah, that means tomorrow morning it all kicks off.
No,
How about
the
we're
day
just
after.
adventurers from another land who are here to sell our wares? No one will produce his ship in the bottle. No one will produce one of his healing potions and one of his water breathing potions.
Why would we come here though?
We're just traveling around. This is the first island we met.
That
We're
was
just
when we came from
adventurers.
Solemn.
I nod.
But we're Arcadian.
Do you?
I think
do
that-
you think
I
they'll
think
know
that-
that?
They might. The accents. I think the story. We could say we're looking for the treasure of these adventurers in the mountains. We landed on the north side of the island. We started hiking up there. We got attacked by these wasps when we made camp. We need to say like someone's injured. Like we think Sora got poisoned or something like that. And
We can say that. I just worry that they're not going to want us to find the treasure of the loyalists to the against the White Prince.
that's fine.
Also, this is a very inclusive inward land. I know you're not from here, but I am. News doesn't really travel too far, and I don't think any ho-dunk town, I point to them, is going to be able to pick out a
Hey.
Solomese laugh. Is going to be able to pick out a Solomese accent or not.
That true? I say to the handler. You know the difference between Arcadia and Solemn accents?
I thought I did, but now I'm really confused. Where are you guys from?
Well, what do you think we're from?
Well, I don't know. Definitely not here.
See?
You got to remember though, Nilram. No offense, mate, but the smartest guys aren't going to be the ones riding the horses in the Hodong town on the side of the island.
How many people from Solemn have you met? Could you pick out a Solomese accent?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know it wasn't Arcadian.
That's because you're from Arcadia.
Shit, yeah. He's right.
Your plan's good. I think it's just, I think it's simpler to just say we're trying to sell our wares, which happen to be magical. We don't know the land. We would probably even get an audience with the Duke and even get brought inside in a good way. Everybody wants to buy healing potions. Everyone wants to buy magic.
Okay.
Just a very rare thing.
Take a look at that healing potion. Let's look at it. Is there any chance they're going to know that this is from around here? I mean, I'm asking you. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
I'm asking Koibu, I guess.
So you're talking about the potion you pulled from the treasury, or are you talking about the solves that you?
No, the
used
treasure. The
before?
potion we got from the
treasury
treasury.
No, that doesn't look anything. There's no markings on it that would indicate place of origin. There's a faded label that you can't even read anymore. It just looks like a glass something or other. Also, you get the impression that it's been hiding in that tomb for like 100 years, or in the treasury for like 100 years or something, 200 years. So it's probably, you haven't seen anything like that around.
What about your poison, Captain? If we needed to poison the Duke and just put it in his wine glass, what grade would you give this poison?
Not going to work like that. It needs to be injected.
Okay. I think we can get an audience just with these magic items. If not with the Duke, we can get a stay in town as, adventurer salesmen. We bring these, okay. I point to the wasps, more than enough to get a stay.
Where are we from?
Solid.
Whereabouts?
Would I know any place from Solemn, Neil?
You've heard of Tide's End before. That's a major city. Huge population.
We're from Tide's End. We're under the employ of... Can I do an intelligence check? Because we ripped off a Tide End ship, and it was the captain.
Sora is from Tide's End, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yes,
yeah,
she
Sora's
is.
from Tide's End as well.
Yes.
Okay. Help us fill in the story, Sora. We're from Tide's End. What village? Is that all there is to say?
Well, if you need
What's the name of the king there?
Well, there used to be a king. They were overthrown by the Empire of Verossi, and their child was instated as the stand-in. But most of us don't view them as a legitimate heir. However, they do hold power.
Yeah. No. If they ask though, what should we say?
I mean,
we're adventurers for the great
Prince Link.
Prince Link.
Prince Link and Verossi. People from Solemn are very well. Don't say that actually.
Let's not say Verossi.
Let's not say.
Let's say that's why we started adventuring across the sea.
That's good.
Okay.
Pack up the horses. I point to the guy and put those wasps, at least the wasp's head, inside a bag. We're bringing those.
Yeah, we should bring those. I think the Duke though, he might know accents, right? I mean, at that point it might not matter, but
I think that the Duke might, but I don't. Our goal is not to get a. Our goal should be not to get a meeting with the Duke.
Yeah.
It should be to get into town, get a rest, and then take over.
Okay, well, you guarantee some guards are going to speak to us. They're going to ask us what we're doing here. We're going to say that we've been sailing from the east. We need a place to stay, and we were heard that an important noble lives here, and we were wondering if they may be interested in purchasing.
They
some
may
magic
take your
items.
weapons at the gate. That's something you should be prepared for. However, I do have my robes. I could at the very least secure Archie's knuckles. And if you have a
And
sheath
the
for your sword,
daggers.
Captain, I could put those in there as well.
I do
you
have
need
a
a
sheath. I do have a sheath. They came with a sheath, right, Neil? The sandstone weapons. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then we can put them all in my
Deep
my
pockets.
robe and get through.
Perfect.
The only possible heal is Inquisitors are usually at the docks of these towns, right?
Correct.
There wouldn't be one inland, yeah.
But if this is like the spot on the outer rim, we've got to be expecting different stuff here.
Yeah.
We got to be ready for it.
I think this is good. And I point to the guy. If you talk, I'm gonna go back to the other town and kill everybody, and make you watch.
You could just leave me.
He's not going
Out
to
here.
talk. When we get to town, you can leave. We can't explain this guy being with us. Right?
Thank you.
They might recognize him. They're going to know he's from this island. At the
Well,
very
that's
least.
fine. We
Yeah,
recruited
just let
him
him
from
go.
the other island.
Just let me go.
Bring his horses.
I'll just leave, right?
Why not let him go? Let him just go back to his village. He'd probably get killed by the
I'll-
wasps on the way
This
anyway.
guy's great. I love him.
I'll tell everyone, or I'll tell him to walk away, and I'll tell the party that I have the modify memory spell, and that I can modify his memory. That'll at least give us some time before he like raises the alarm.
Say, no offense, he's not going to make it back to the town. He's going to get eaten by giant spiders or praying mantises or whatever the fuck is in these hills.
Yeah, but like, you know,
It might be just more humane to kill him. No, again, I'm sorry, no offense. It might be more humane to kill him.
but he like my thought is he's gonna like leave and then come back and like alert the town to what's happened.
I agree with you,
look, Captain.
Captain, and I give you like a nod, and I wait for a nod back.
Yeah, but I need him for the horse.
No, I know
Let's
you need him
wait.
for the ride. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Awkward conversation.
The guy's waiting, off in the shadows of the night. He's been sent off by Sail.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's sleep. Get him back.
Our party goes to sleep. And we'll be back on the other side of the break in the morning when the party wakes up. See you soon. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tides of Death. Our party wakes up in the morning, fresh-faced, mostly rested. I mean, not well enough to get your spells, but rested enough to move on with the rest of your day.
We don't run into any more attacks in the night.
No, whoever's on watch might see some creatures moving about, but none of the wasps or hornets or whatever they are return to you. And the rest of your night passes pretty peacefully. By the time the sun comes up, you can see across the lake. There's people out in the fields. You can barely make out these tiny dots in the distance moving in and amongst the fields, doing their business. You can't really see anything happening in the town over there, but it's a nice day. Sun's out, it's warm. There's the ever-churning storm above you, but right now there's sort of a break in the clouds and you can see a lot of the blue sky beyond. Your horses are sort of kicking at the ground, ready to go. Your new friend, Ace, is packing up your horses all ready for you. He's got blankets that he's rolled up and he's tucking into the saddlebags. Nilrum rolls over and bumps into his bottle, shipping a bottle that's falling out of his pockets in the night.
As I see Nilrim picking that up, I'll say, we're going to have to admit to that. They're going to ask where our boat is. Right? We have to come clean about the wizard stuff.
Why?
Because they're going to ask how we got here. Where's our ship?
Over there.
Over where?
I point to the other town.
Why would we have come on foot? Why wouldn't we have just sailed around?
I shrug. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Maybe we didn't know about the bigger town.
We say the point is we're coming here to sell to the Duke. We have to know about it.
Hmm.
Listen, you think I'm being annoying, but this is the shit we're going to get asked. And if this goes wrong, we're going to find ourselves surrounded in a tough spot.
We'll see, Captain. I think you're overestimating the average guard.
I look to the others. Does anyone else agree with Norm that We don't need to worry about this.
I think you have a point, but I don't know if it's going to be super relevant. It really depends on what there's like. I look at the town? Does it have like walls around it, like in gatehouses and stuff, or is it just kind of like a keep and then like a town?
There's a river, there's a keep, there's a town, there's a bridge across the river. But there's not anything really in the ways of walls. And if you ask your friend Ace,
If there's no walls.
I'll tell you it's unwalled.
Okay. If there's no walls, then maybe you're right. We don't have to speak to a guard. We can slip in.
Will be noticed, but like
Will be
a
noticed,
vague
yeah.
story will suffice probably.
I've never gone into a town in the middle of an island and been asked, "Where's your ship?" You know?
You might be asked like, "Where did you dock?" And we'd say, "Oh, we docked in, over there somewhere."
Where did we dock? The town down south? What's that one called? I asked the guy, Ace. The one at the end of the river.
Called River's End.
There you go.
If they saw us coming from the west.
We could just say we came from there.
There's not some crazy spy network here watching every ship to where it goes. You're
Captain,
losing
I
it.
think-
You are losing it, Captain. If you
I think you're
this.
becoming more paranoid than me, Captain.
And we have to have come from the left because they would have seen us. So there's no reason to lie and say we came from River's End with these horses.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
they've
fine.
seen us trod the whole way.
So where did we come from then? Just
Exactly where we came from. Whatever that hodunk fucking town is.
Hey.
I look at as people assembled before me and judge their readiness to carry this story off. And, I'm already dead, right? Fuck it. Fine. I shrug.
All right.
That's the spirit, Captain.
Yeah.
On the horses you go, gear packed up, riding along, going around rivers, crossing plains, getting a little close to those mountains, but not seeing any of the giant monsters coming out to attack you in the night. That similar to the ones that attacked you in the night. And soon enough, maybe 10 hours later, you stop for lunch at some point, get some water from one of the creeks. I don't know if you actually have much in the way of food on you. Probably some food, but
A lot
Eventually.
of high grade wasp meat.
Yes. Eventually,
wasps.
you roll into the town. As you roll into it, there's fields, there's pastures. You see all sorts of livestock and farmers out there, sort of pulling weeds, watering things, digging out trenches, and they'll stop and sort of shield their eyes against the sun and look at the group of 6 people and 5 horses coming into town, heavily armed. And then they'll go back to their work, and their things. And you can make your way through into the little village. It's not a particularly large place. The village is somewhat separated from the rest of the keep. And it's just this, it's a pretty small village over here that you come into. The keep is sort of off the bottom of the map and to the left a little bit, and you guys are entering through someone's farmland, or
There are
in
people
between
walking around?
farmland. Yeah, there's people walking about.
I'll ask him, where's the nearest village or the nearest tavern?
They will point to this building down here. You want to go to Bradley's. Bradley's is the place over there. You take the main road down the middle of town. Yeah, it's on your right side. It's a big L-shaped building. You can't miss it. But I think
I
Bradley's
flick him a
probably out.
gold.
Ooh, he stops his sentence midway, takes the gold. Thank you, my lord. Thank you so much.
All right, we keep walking.
Yeah,
To the
you
end.
make your way through town. You get to Bradley's. As the guy was trying to tell you, that Bradley's probably cleaning up right now. Everyone's busy. Actually, you've spent all day getting here. It actually is the evening. He is just opening the tavern as you arrive. It must be nigh on near 4:30. And in the winter, in the heart of winter, around this is about the time the sun goes down. So everyone's coming in
Good.
from a long day's work and making their
Any
way
kids running
slowly to the
around?
tavern. Yeah, there's kids running around. There's a woman
throw
with a
gold
baby
pieces
on
at
her
'em.
hip.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I just pell 8 kids with different gold pieces. There you go.
It's like
Kids.
actually at them.
scatter for
Yeah,
the
just-
gold and pick it up. The adults nearby smile upon you and give you many blessings. May Astaire bless your travels, young man. Thank you so much.
I'll pull up next to the captain on my horse that I'm riding alone, and I'll say, "See, we're just good-hearted adventurers, Captain, spreading wealth.
Mm-hmm.
The town
that's the
loves
truth.
us.
Yeah.
We go
Um,
Bradley's.
Yeah.
Well,
Excuse me, sir.
new
I
customers, welcome to Bradley's fine establishment. What can I do
how many
you
rooms
for?
do you have for the night?
Oh, well, our inn comes with 5 rooms for anyone who might be staying in the area.
How much would it be to rent the whole tavern out for the day?
I don't understand. What do you mean?
I want to rent everything. I don't want anybody coming in. I just want to be me and my friends. How much would it be? Just curious.
Want me to close down business for the town for the rest of the day?
I'm just curious what the price would be. Is it 10
I
gold?
just never. No one's ever asked me that before. No, I make at least. I bring in at least 10 gold a day normally, and I don't want to incur the ill will of the people. Maybe 50 gold.
I was just curious. I'll get a room for all of my friends. We'll take all of the tavern rooms. How much will that be? 5 gold?
No, half that much, sir. Half that.
I'll put 5 gold down. This will cover our drinks as well.
Thank you. And what might be your name, dear wanderer from afar?
I am, and I look to Sora. I
am
am
a woman. Sorry.
Sora steps forward and says, "This is Lord Merlin from Tide's End. Please use the proper honorifics." And the man says, "I'm so sorry, Merlin, my lord. I didn't realize we get so few noblemen coming and staying in the tavern here. Please, of course. Let me show you to your tables." Take you to a table and dust it off with a handkerchief for you, and set out 6 clean glasses and bring over a cold pitcher of ale and pour it in. We dug the cellar extra deep so that way the ale stays nice and cold. Pours you a couple of pints and heads back over to the counter, leaving you to your business. Slowly, the tavern will fill with people coming in after a long, hard day's worth of work, leaving the party to their own devices.
I'll buy 2 rounds for the whole tavern.
Oh my god.
Wow, Mr. Moneybags over here.
How much is it?
I check my bags to make sure I've still got all my gold.
I have 875 gold. I got 600 from stealing something.
Yeah, what
I
the
didn't tell you
fuck?
guys. Yeah.
30
Incredible.
people at a silver each, 30 silver, 3 gold.
Okay, I'll buy 10 gold worth of drinks for everybody.
Oh my god.
This is going to be
Yeah.
the drunkest tavern.
I'm a lord, you know? He's doing his lordly duties. He's making everybody in the town happy.
Keeping a
It's
low
good.
profile.
Going
Yeah,
well.
Good
then.
times. Okay, cool. So at some point in the night, when we're sat there, I will say, "So Norm, is the plan still to try and sell the potion to the Lord? Get us into the keep that way?"
Normal whisper. I said we just do it normally. You know, shock and awe, all the normal stuff. I just need to sleep tonight and we'll be good.
I'll go and check on the keep this evening.
But if you want to do that other plan, could be good too.
Let me get a look
I
at
would
the
love
defenses.
I would love to work with the Lord, but it seems like they're Astaire loyalists, so I shrug.
Yeah, I'll go and take a look tonight, and I'll see what the defenses are like. You know, if they've got a tough wall with loads of guards on the gates, maybe it would be the better way to try and get in. But yeah.
Would everyone in the party make me a charisma check while you continue your conversation?
30.
32. Everyone passed. No, Sora needs to roll.
Would she be known? I guess I will.
Oh, is that what this is for? Oh god.
Oh, I hope not. I'd say that we did pretty good here, though. We came in, we had a real...
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Continue your conversations, please. If there's anything else to say.
No, what time of night is that now?
It's gotta
at
be
some
like
point.
5:30.
Do you have the monkeys stat
Oh,
sheet,
okay.
Nick?
Um,
Should probably roll his charisma because it is. That's
Yeah.
the issue. Is
No,
we
no,
also
Seymour
travel
does
around
not
with the
need to
monkey.
roll charisma.
Okay, good.
That's fine.
Oh, he passed.
fucking
Good.
past it though. Wait a minute. Is that monkey that hangs out with those pirates?
Yeah, I think Nolan's just in a good mood. He's very happy. Everybody's calling him Lord and stuff. I'm sure
Yeah.
there's a bunch of peasants coming over and thanking his lordship for drinks and whatnot. So he's in a good mood today.
Yeah, I mean, as you look around the tavern, you get people raising their drinks to you, but they know their place in society. They know
Good.
they don't come talk to lords. They don't disturb a lord while he's drinking with his buddies. That's
Smart.
wildly inappropriate.
True.
But at some point, when Captain John gets up to hop to the loo or to get another pint or, you get up to do something.
John's in a bad mood, by the way. He's been watching Nilrim, lording it up, living the good life like he used to do.
Yeah.
It's pissing him off. But go on, I'm going to the job.
Yeah. As you head out to the John, one of the young nearby peasant ladies bats her eyes in your direction and sort of moves enough in your way that you sort of have to address her. Like, she makes herself obvious that she wants to speak to you, but doesn't actually open conversation.
How do I feel looking at her? Do I still have attraction?
I don't see why that would have changed.
Okay. I'll kind of like push her away. I'm not interested. I just need to go to the piss. I like push her away. Try and walk past
Captain
her.
Winter's like, get out of here.
Yep, you shove her away. The rest of the party, if they look this direction, will see her crestfallen and...
I give her a wink. I can tell the captain's kind of pissed off. And I think that he just wants to rub it in a little bit.
She does not notice your wink. She goes over
Yeah,
to her
that's right,
friends
mate.
who quickly
She's into
consult.
more than just money. I'm fucking dead, and I'm still pulling the girls.
That's why Seymour didn't need to
Does that
roll.
bring him back up? Does that bring the captain back up at all? He's still pulling it. He's not even trying.
Yeah, but this is just, I mean, no disrespect to sex workers, but it's just,
It's not the same.
it's not the same. Yeah. Maybe she's not a sex worker, but...
She's just a peasant girl. Just like
Ah.
got dirt all over her from working in the fields all day.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh.
John thinks twice as he,
He-
unbuttons
it's like,
his pants and-
I take my piss, right? I'm
Yeah.
buttoned back up. I turn around, having maybe softened my heart slightly, but do I see her?
Yeah, you get back into the tavern, and there she is near the door. She's sitting next to a couple of her friends. It's a whole, gaggle of young ladies.
I come back into the bar. I look over at them. I stand still. I wait for a minute.
She sort of, one of her friends nudges her, and she looks in your direction.
I look away and sit back down.
And I see if I notice this interaction going on. It's like a little cat and tail. What do you want, charisma?
Yeah, perception.
Okay, hold on. Ah, no.
Yeah. No. You're in the middle of conversation with something, or actually Seymour has come up and he's tugging at your leg because no one's given Seymour a beer yet.
Oh, I hand Seymour a gold piece, and I I point at the bar.
He knows what this means. He takes the gold
Oh, yeah.
piece in one hand and he scampers on 3 legs and hops up onto the bar and puts the gold on the bar. Woo, 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 on the bar a whole bunch of
I'll
times.
be like, see, John, your monkey, he loves it. It's a trick I taught him.
John is trying. He gone to the bar and buys some hard alcohol. Right. I need most alcohol with least amount of liquid.
Yeah. You
And
can buy some high spirits here. Go ahead and
Yeah.
shill out a gold for it.
He's gonna put his hand around his neck like this, and then try and neck the shots and hope that it'll still go down. When do you want a gold? Okay.
Yeah, a gold. Yeah, especially with your scarf around you, you can neck the whole thing, and if any leaks out through the neck at all, it'll, it might just look like sweat around your scarf because it's a hot day and you're wearing this scarf.
How am I feeling? Am I getting drunk?
When the really strong stuff, you can actually taste it a little bit.
Let's go.
And when it sits in your body, you do you can feel a little bit of intoxication kicking in. Like, it's there. You just need to drink, like, a lot of really strong stuff to begin to feel it.
Yeah, well, having tasted something for the first time, I think John will
Doesn't
try and
taste
get people to go and
good,
buy more alcohol for him. I mean,
but it does taste.
John,
if he buys, like,
Norman's
10
buying
bottles
all
of
the
vodka.
drinks tonight, so he's
yeah, but
planning
I
on
need
getting
other
smashed,
people to
too.
go and order it. I mean, I can't order like 10 bottles of vodka and drink it all. It's going to look weird. So I think he keeps
Normal-
going outside to the toilet to drink more of this vodka. And at the end of it, he's like just like necking the whole bottles like that to
Yeah.
get them down
Normal-
and then coming back in.
Normal order some bottles. I don't know. How many? 10 gold, Neil, you think?
Sure. I mean, that will actually drain them of all of their hard alcohol that they have in the.
Yep.
In
I do
the
10 gold worth of
establishment.
bottles, and I'll let John have his fun.
After
That's good.
about the 10th bottle, I'm going to stumble back into the bar at this point. I'm going to stumble over to that girl.
Hi.
If she's still
Yeah, she's there with her friends. They've been, talking about tubers or, the local fair or, what ribbons to get next week or something.
Hey, sorry about before. I'm a little shy. You want to go for a walk?
Let you get murdered.
That is how you get murdered.
She sort of waves her hand in front of her face, like blowing off the vodka vapors, and goes, excuse me, no thank you. Who rolled the second highest charisma check?
I think it was me.
Potato.
I rolled a 30, and Potato rolled a 30.
Oh, would you guys give me a charisma roll off here?
That was Sora's charisma check. That second
Was
one.
the 30?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this woman is strictly heterosexual, and so she says, "But who's the fancy lord over there?"
That's gonna piss him off.
Him? He's nobody. He's a fucking nobody. I will like.
I thought he was a lord.
I smash their glasses off the table, and then we'll sort of stumble off outside.
They
Normal.
pick up their shit and go.
Yeah.
A few other people nearby begin to leave too. The night begins to draw to a close as the.
I'll poke Archie and tell him to, kind of tell everybody to get the fuck out. Captain's not happy.
Oh, I leave. I leave the bar. I wander into the night.
Oh. Okay.
Out into the village in the night. The rest of the bar is starting to close down anyway. It's been a great night for the innkeeper Bradley, but for the other denizens here, a couple of free drinks and then some angry outbursts by this guy who keeps going off to the bathroom with a bottle of liquor and then coming back with an empty bottle of liquor. And well, they don't really know what's going
Not
on.
his finest night.
There's just some weird stuff happening. These strange, fancy nobles from out of town. It's best to get out of here. No one wants to be around when things go down.
I'll whisper to Sail. Captain John, it's just not his night, huh?
I think it hasn't been his last few weeks, to be honest.
Guess. What do you say we take the what do you say we take the old man, and I kind of point to the bartender slyly. What do you say we take his lockbox and recoup some of our money?
I think
Tomorrow?
that's a fine idea. Yeah, we take it in the morning.
I'll take it in the morning on our way out. We'll hear about it.
Easy.
I'll give him 50 gold, and we can just keep the the rest. And we'll be like the noble who so sorry your tavern got broken into. Da 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 da. Here's the money to pay for some of the losses. It's a win-win.
It would be even better if we could get him really drunk too. Has the tavern keeper he's got to drink? Has he been drinking himself now at this point?
Oh
Pile of the
no,
money
he
he's
stays
made. Oh,
strictly
he's stone
sober
cold.
while he works. Yeah, he's going around cleaning up the broken glasses and mopping up the spilled drinks everywhere. Most pointedly, not making eye contact with any of you guys, to the point where if you tried to flag him down, he's not really looking unless you actually call out his name.
On second thought, Sale, it would just take too much time. We have to go there in the morning, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, early morning tavern's usually empty. We're the only guests. We could just take the box and kill him.
Yeah, you see, that's what I would have used to want to do, but now I kind of want people to get on our side, to like us.
Fair.
I think I've grown past
fair.
just the killing. They're size.
I get you. I like
He's grown up.
take it out. Have you grown as a person?
Well, you know, with the captain acting like a prima donna child, I say this when Archie isn't listening, okay, or isn't nearby. You know, I kind of got to take over the role now. One of us do. You know, you or me.
It's true. He I'm not gonna look out the door after the captain. He's not doing so well. I think his decision making is compromised.
It is. Did you hear him? He was talking about, you know, the guards are going to come accost us, and, you know, they've been watching us this whole time. He's growing paranoid. He's losing it, Sale. He's losing it.
I think he has lost it. I think that ship has sailed.
Lost it. Well, it's fine. You and me, we got 2 votes out of the 4.
Wait, you don't think he's lost it? He just smashed that table
No.
for no reason.
He has lost it. I agree. What I'm
okay.
saying is we have... Actually, I looked at the monkey on my shoulder. He gets a vote, right? Do you remember this?
He does get a vote.
We have a majority. We have 3 out of the 5 crew vote. As long as you and I stay strong, we're in a good spot.
I'll reach my hand out to Seymour to see if he's friendly with me.
He grabs
I
your
like nudge
finger.
him over, you know, like, yeah.
Okay, I'm on team.
If you ever want to
I'm
get on
team
Seymour's good
Seymour.
side, you just give him gold. I don't know where he keeps them, but this monkey's richer than I am.
I'll narrow my eyes at Seymour, like, reveal your secrets, monkey.
You see Seymour has like a gold chain on, and he has the ring
Forgot about his
from...
gold chain.
He's got like a gold chain. He's got the ring from Captain Starbuck. Yeah, he has his
Oh.
ring on as well.
Oh, yeah.
Seymour is glinted out.
Mm-hmm.
What about us?
Maybe we
but
should
yeah,
go
I
look
think
for the captain, or should we just let him roam for the night?
I'll like lean back and be like, well, I need a good night's sleep. I'll kind
I
of
do
glance
too.
over it. I'll glance over at Archie and be like, maybe Archie could find him.
Archie, you mind going looking for the captain? Me and Sale, we gotta sleep for our magics and whatnot. I don't want him to get hurt. You know, I worry about him, Archie.
You fuckers.
You think you're muted, Pokemon? If you were talking.
Oh, so sorry. That's why you guys. Okay, so Archie's not even here for this. I think he followed John out when he left.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that works. Norm and Sale will go to their respective rooms. I bought 5 of them tonight.
So our heads
No one
to
will
her
put.
room.
Oh, yeah. No one will bunk with the monkey, I guess.
Did you intend to get a room for the monkey?
That was what it was for, yeah. I was about to say, no one goes and puts the monkey in a room, yeah.
Wait, what about Sora? Sora's got her own room, right?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, it's just like, it's all right. He can stay with me tonight.
So Archie, you said you wander off to go find Captain John when he has his moment.
Yeah.
I think I just probably collapse in a puddle somewhere, not too far out of the tavern.
Like the old days. It's good.
Yeah, you can head out of the tavern over here, Archie. And you'll find that John has like come up to this hill, probably to like piss off the side of the cliff rather than go to the little outhouse over here, and then is like plopped down against the back of this wall. It's probably someone's house or something, but he's just plopped against it.
You know, it sounds about right.
Yeah.
Anything you
I
want?
feel like Archie hasn't really been drinking. It's all a little bit much for him right now. He's trying to find himself a little bit again. So he's gonna come after John. He's like, Captain, you left your crew. You left your crew over there. What's going on, man? There was a really hot girl. You didn't go after her. What's going on, man?
Ah, fuck that girl. Fuck Norim. Who does he think he is?
Yeah, he's been acting like the captain a little bit, hasn't he? I feel like we need to lecture him on
He needs to know his fucking
Already.
place.
He really does, yeah.
He's no one without me, you know that.
We need you as the captain.
Yeah, that's
He-
damn right.
He's acting like he is, buying out the inn, throwing parties, buying everyone alcohol. Like that's there's supposed to be you in that place. That's what you.
Where do you even get all
you
the
used to
gold?
do.
It's my gold. I didn't pay him for weeks.
Yeah.
I like that makes it better.
Yeah.
I've been scamming him. Where do you get the fucking gold at?
Ugh, fuck. Help me up.
I hope you up.
Well, I think I just hang my head a little bit. Maybe I'll put an arm around Archie and you can help me get back to the tavern.
We walk back to the tavern.
What would I do without you, Archie?
It's
You're
all
a good
right.
lad.
We'll get you back in your place. It's been a couple of rough weeks, but you're the captain. You're the captain of this ship and the captain of this crew, and I think
the
Miller just
captain.
needs a reminder that that's what's going on.
I'm the captain. Archie tucks me into bed. I'm the captain. I'm the captain.
he sits back by your bed and like, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. So I guess I go to sleep.
Archie, you've been kind of quiet this evening and not drinking a lot, and
Yeah.
seems a little out of character for you. What's going on, Archie? Is everything okay?
Archie's been thinking a lot about his place in all of this. He had a conversation with the other two Rohi followers the other day about how, Archie kind of feels like maybe this whole Rohi thing, maybe that's what he's supposed to do because, he needs someone to follow. He needs someone to give him orders. He needs someone to guide him a little bit. And he's never really, been able to talk to the gods properly. But this Rohi guy, he gave him strength and he saved the life of his best friend. And now he's been hearing that, people who got drowned by Rohi got shown like the White Prince and everything. And before, Archie was kind of like whatever on the White Prince, like he's seen bad men come and go and he's, never really had this. But now that through the lens of Rohi, this White Prince thing, now he's kind of taking it a little bit more seriously. So he's trying to, step back, watch, take things a little bit more as they are, Because before, like, the whole partying thing and everything, it's part of it is like he's John's best friend and he's kind of going after what John's been doing, very influenced by him, so John parties, so Archie parties, but now it feels a little bit more conflicted.
Archie didn't sign up for hard decisions and moral problems and this
That's
sort of
right.
stuff, did he?
Nope.
Well, the night passes uneventfully. You'll all sleep. You'll rest. You'll wake in the morning. I imagine the
Your
two
spells?
spellcasters will sit down and memorize their spells while Archie and John come out into the room with Sora.
Yeah.
And when you're out in the room, you'll find out here is a messenger waiting for you. Who is the first one out? It's probably Archie or Sora. Archie, make me a con check. And Sora, make me a con check, just to see who wakes up first. Or who's out in the room first. But that sounds like Archie to me.
Con check?
Sora. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Close.
Archie's definitely the first one up and out into the tavern. You come on out, the innkeeper's there. He's making some eggs and bacon. He'll tell you it'll be a few minutes, but there's a messenger from the Duke here to see you. And the messenger in his
What?
bright blue shirt, the little, gold patches on his side, and the white hat on his head, steps forward, takes off the hat, gives you a deep bow and says, I have a message for the Lord of Tide's End that is here. If he would not mind, the Duke would love to have him for dinner this evening.
Who are you? I'm sorry.
My name is Reginald Flatwater, and I am a emissary from the Duke himself, here to invite the Lord of Tide's End and, of course, his accompanying retinue to dinner in the keep this evening.
He's a noble.
There's no lords here. We're just a group of fans hanging out. I don't know who you're talking about.
I was told a lord from Solemn, from Tide's End, was here.
No. We're so I'm Barchi, and we're here with my friend Captain Waterfoot, and I want to say Bale
That's funny.
and
man.
Merlin. Those
Good
are my
luck.
friends that are here. Are any of those who you're looking for? Or I think you might have the wrong place.
Perhaps I do. Good sir, innkeeper Jacob. Bradley, I mean. And Bradley kind of comes on over, leaving things on the stove for a moment. You told me that there was a lord here. The guy, Bradley nods. And who is he? He says, oh, he rented out the room. He was with you, wasn't he? He says, pointing at Archie. The man in the dark robes.
Oh, Merlin. He's not a lord. I don't think. Is he a lord? I'm gonna go ask him.
Bradley shrugs his shoulders. The emissary waits for you to ask Merlin.
I knock on Norm's door. Magic
Yes,
Man.
what is it? Yes.
There's a guy outside. He's looking for a lord. I think he thinks that you're a lord. I don't know what's going on down there. Do you want to go talk to him or?
Hurriedly runs to Sora's door. Wake up. I
Sora
knock.
wakes up. Yeah, she's getting dressed.
I don't know what he did, but you need to go down there and fix it. I'm memorizing spells. You need to get up earlier.
Gets up
Now
and
go.
hurries out, strapping on her sword as she steps out of the room. Heads on in, sees the emissary, sees Archie. What's going on, Archie?
I don't know. I can't really follow the plans always. I don't know who's who. You guys all come up with like 3 different names. I can't follow it. Guy down there, I think he
It's
thinks
okay.
Magic Man.
Shh. It's fine. It's fine.
Is Magic? Did Magic Man tell people that he's a lord? Is that
Don't
what's
call
going
him
on?
Magic Man.
Okay, sorry.
She ignores you. She walks past you and walks into the room. Hi. Hello, my name is Sora. I am the squire of Lord Merlin from Tide's End. The guy says, good. That bloke over there, is he okay? And she shakes her head and says, no. He is, he's the Duke's nephew. And he's a little... He travels with us to keep him safe. The man goes, yes, of course. I understand. I too have a niece like that. Makes sense. Right, well, the Duke would like to invite the Lord and his accompanying retinue to dinner this evening. That would be appropriate. She says,
Wait.
I'm sure
Sounds like
his
Mike
lordship...
is like overdoing Neil. I think it's
Neil.
challenges.
It's probably me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead, Neil.
The Lord would like to invite the lot of you, is that better?
Yeah.
To dinner this evening. And she says, right, well, I will speak with his lordship, but I'm sure that is something he would like. We're just here traveling through our own reasons. We've captured or gathered some wasps' heads or hornets' heads, as well as we traveled across the land. We would love to speak with his lordliness, the Duke, it would be great company. And she tries to give him like a beaming smile. And would you make me a charisma check, Sale, for Sora's cover-up story?
Hell yeah.
Seemed like he was believing it. Is there any bonuses here?
He's being polite because that's what his job is. His job is to be,
Oh, good.
make things nice. Yeah, it's a good enough story. Yeah, sure. And he'll take off. And Sora will come and, share this information with the rest of the party. And look at Archie. And pat him on the shoulder. You're a strong man, Archie.
Archie, I want to thank you for coming up here and telling us. You did a good job.
You
Genuinely.
don't have to tell me that I'm strong. That's like the one thing that people like give me around for.
Captain.
I think I'm probably still in bed.
Oh, I'll go wake you up after I memorize my spells and relay the information and ask you what we should do.
Eyes slowly with a hangover for the first time in a while, and I see Nilram looking down at me. I grimace internally. Ugh, fuck. It's the morning already.
It is. And it's time for you to wake up and start making decisions at the crack of dawn, I know.
I get up,
we had an emissary from the Duke come. Your plan was most wise, Captain. I hope I executed it accordingly to your exact specifications last night.
You taking the
told
piss?
me. Wait, do you not remember the conversation we had? You told me to act like a lord and make a big show of it. It was all your plan.
I walk
No one's
past
trying
him.
to take advantage of you because you're, you know.
I walk past him. Get out of my way. I go downstairs.
Okay.
I
I hand you
probably
the note
haven't-
if you want to read it.
Yeah, I'll snatch the note from you. I probably haven't adjusted like my scarf and shit. I haven't done my makeup. I'm gonna roll a wisdom check to see if I'd think about it before I go downstairs, which I will. So I think I'll probably get halfway down the stairs. Maybe I catch a look at myself in like a shiny surface or something like that, and I'll head back to the room, past Norim, and say, "You should have said something." And I'll go back in the room, like slam the door, and sort myself out so I don't look dead. And then I'll come back down into the common room. Is this emissary dude still here?
No, he's
No,
fucked
he's
off.
long
But
gone.
Bradley is laying out some food for you on the table. Eggs and bacon with some beans.
How was the night, Bradley? Did you make enough?
Good night, sir. Very good, my lord.
We'll eat, and then I'll talk to the captain. What do you want to do, Captain?
So what, we got invited there for dinner?
For dinner? Yeah.
I guess we go, right?
How do you want to do it?
I wait
We
for
have a lot of options
Bradley.
here.
Is Bradley back in the kitchen?
Yeah, Bradley's back in the kitchen. Now, there's one thing that we should talk about while you're having this discussion, and that is social class. The way that lords and ladies speak is fundamentally different than the way that common folk speak. It's a different vocabulary, it's a slightly different accent, there are like social assumptions, like passing yourself off effectively as a member of like the upper class isn't always easy. It's much harder when you're with members of the upper class as well.
Yeah.
And a man like Nilrum, who's sort of self-made and has sort of been
Wizard.
working in lower positions, and he's a wizard, like, you're a smart person, but your ability to effectively, like, blend in as a noble is pretty questionable. If you had to spend a
I will
whole
say,
evening having a conversation with nobles, you might not, they might figure out that something's afoot.
My parents were servants.
Yeah.
So I think that might give Nilram a little bit of an edge. However, does he know where the spoons go? Probably not. He probably doesn't know, when the soup dish comes out, which spoon he's supposed to use, etc.
Yeah, well,
But yeah,
we just have to
Yeah.
get in, I think, right?
just get to the table.
Yeah, let's. Well,
I
once
say
Bradley's
that-
back in the kitchen, like,
I say we get to the table, and then when Bradley's gone, I'll say this: get to the table, you get up. There's probably not going to be many guards in there, I would assume, and you just put a knife to the Lord's throat, and then we have the castle. It's over. They won't
What, you
do
wanna-
anything while we have the Lord.
take him hostage, have them
Yes.
surrender, and then
Take
kill
them
them.
hostage, have them all surrender, and then we kill them. Yeah,
Okay,
seems easy.
you'll have to hide our weapons.
Which I can do because I am taking 2 deep pockets forever now because I don't ever want to run into that.
Fill them
I'll
the
tell you
dress
what
for
I'm
dinner,
not
Nilram.
These are the finest robes, even though
They're
they're
nice.
black. They are.
Is it reasonable for him to be wearing them as an ability? I mean, it's a bit weird, but it's rich enough that it looks okay.
It's rich enough that the robes look like they could be nobles' robes, but you wouldn't be wearing all black unless you were in mourning for something,
Different countries.
Yeah, I
We're
think that'll be
Verasi.
fine.
These are
It's true.
500 GP robes at a minimum, with gold probably sewn in somewhere. But yeah,
You could try and
No,
play
it's
the
not
cultural
bad.
differences card. That could work.
Yeah, okay.
I think it would
mean,
just be such a faux pas to like you invite someone over and they're wearing like an outfit just to be like, oh, are you really gonna wear that? Especially to another lord. So Nurem's cool playing it. Like
Yeah.
this.
yeah. I
But
think
it's
it's a
one of
good
those-
plan. I think it's gonna work.
Your disguise as a noble is made up of many things. It's the
Right.
accent, it's the vocabulary, it's the mannerisms, it's the dress, right? So in each area in which there are questions or things that don't match up with expectations, it
It could
adds more
get weirder,
suspicion, right? So no one thing on its own is enough to throw the game. There are
Agree.
many details.
I'll ask Sora. I have nothing else to do today. If she can just give me like a master class in, nobility. Lunarum's a smart enough guy. He can probably.
She's
he
not
hopes that
noble,
he
is
can
she?
bullshit it. She's not, but she served under a noble
Okay.
lady.
I mean, she can try and help you out, but she's definitely not the person to do it. You'd really want like a governess or some sort of like teacher to.
Lady Nightingale.
Fine.
Yeah.
No, I'm not too concerned, to be honest. All we need to do is get in there and
Yeah,
get
we just
seated.
need to get in.
We
Yeah,
just need
like-
to get in and get seated, and we're fine. So yeah, he's
Mhm.
cool. He says fuck it.
I'll
Before
maybe
we go-
spend the day washing my clothes and stuff since they're probably a bit dirty after sleeping in a puddle.
Yeah. I'm gonna put all of the sheathed weapons inside of the fucking robes. Daggers, the sheathed weapons. Is there anything? Oh, Archie's brass knuckles, and my spell components. Is there anything else that I need to put in there that you guys are gonna have on you? That's crazy.
I think
No?
so, not for me.
Okay.
Rope? Yeah, rope. To tie the
Just
guy up.
Maybe our healing potions would be in the cloak as well.
Those are already in the cloak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll put
I've got
yours
a-
in as well. Yeah.
I've got like a lot of rope, so I'll give you like 50 feet of it, and I'll leave 50 feet in this room here.
As you're sort of talking about things, Bradley will come over and quietly ask Lord Merlin for 2 silver pieces to cover the broken crockery of
What a
Captain John.
Nilrim thinks to himself, this fucking weasel. I've paid at least 50 to 100 gold
And he wants 2
on
silver.
this
That's
fucking
crazy.
establishment, and he wants 2 silver.
Wants 2 silver for the broken dishes.
It's literally nickel and diamond.
I'm gonna like give him like a very polite like fuck you smile, and I'm gonna give him a gold.
Thank you, my lord.
I give him one of those.
He gets away with it. He gets his gold, squirrels it back into the
Jesus Christ.
backside of his tavern.
I give Sale a look like this guy, the fucking audacity. I'll even say it. I'll say it. The audacity of this guy, fucking John. Can you believe that shit?
I'll say under my
Shake my
breath,
head.
I wanted to kill him.
Fine,
Well-
we can come back. This is
Yeah.
it's crazy.
If he was dead, I don't think we'd be getting this invite.
That
So.
is, yeah, that's gonna bug Nilrim. All right. Do lords wear makeup? I asked John. You ever seen
I nod,
a
yeah.
lordly man? Wow, you want to do me up?
Sure.
All right. Thank you,
The
Captain.
lords in the castle I served in would wear eyebrow thickener. Apparently, it made them more masculine.
What was that? What was Nightingale's husband wearing on the boat?
Oh, he was wearing this like resplendent tunic with little bejeweled, gems on it that would sparkle in the light, and pants that were like tight fitting around his hindquarters, but then like looser the lower they got.
Nice. I think John will go to Nilrim's room, or bring Nilrim to my room, or sit him at the desk or whatever. And there's like a makeshift mirror or something that he's got with him. And I think there's just if you imagine like a scene with John's a better looking guy than Nilrim before, but now he just seems so radiant and young in the mirror. And I'm looking at myself. I'm behind him, right? I'm looking at his face and my haggard, pallid face as I'll touch his makeup up to make him look more like lordly or whatever.
Excellent. Put a little bit of ash in his hair to make it a little bit whiter, a little bit more lordly.
Yeah.
That lady was into you, John, last night. Did you see that?
Yeah, I tried to talk to her, but I don't know.
Well, what'd you
I
say?
shrugged.
What was your line?
I think I was drunk by then. To be honest, I didn't think I could get drunk anymore. Maybe I went a bit overboard.
Oh, this is good.
I don't know. I think maybe she thought I was going to kill her.
I'll say you
Think
went
I-
overboard, John. The paint was peeling off the walls as you walked by.
Yeah, it took a lot. I'm going to kill me 6 months ago drinking that much.
Well, you might be
At
able to
least you
turn
can
this
get
into a
drunk.
skill.
Yeah,
this is
finally
good.
beat that fucking dwarf back in Arcadia at a drinking contest.
I love dwarves. It's one of my tenants.
You ever met a dwarf bard? I knew one once.
A bard
Conflicted
dwarf?
character, yeah.
God. I don't know what I'd think about him.
Ain't that a conundrum?
I feel like I'd flip a coin if I'd kill him or love him. Not sure.
Yeah.
Christ.
Your heart is softening, Nora. Maybe I'm rubbing off on you.
I think we're rubbing off on each other, Captain. You know, you're getting meaner. You, in the back of the days, you wouldn't ever
Yeah,
bother killing the.
I've got an excuse.
Guess my excuse is I want people to like us, so we can do good trade on the outer rim. You know, I look to sail. Oh, I serve the deep one.
Yeah, take you 18 months to come to that realization.
It did, but you know, I'm not against killing a peasant here and there if they talk shit to me. I'm probably gonna come back here and murder, you know, Sir. Need money a lot down there.
All sorts of hell's gonna go off in this place tonight.
That's right.
I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. It's
We
been
should
a while.
start bringing around one of our initiated people and putting them strategically as like the head of each island. Maybe we could even do that with Sora here. Just leave her as like the head of this island to keep it underway and take it over.
I think it would be a little bit difficult, maybe, for a single one of our followers
She'll
to
be
manage
dead.
an entire island.
The White Princess is gonna let this fly.
Probably not. You're right. It
We
does
need to
suck
do
that we
this.
take
Get
over
out.
these islands, we destabilize them, and then at least Jamuba hasn't fallen under his hand. Maybe that won't happen again. Maybe it'll take a while.
We're playing the long game here. We need him to know. This is the first part. We need to fuck up some of the towns. We also need to hit some of his ships. He needs to be scared coming out in the rim.
Well, I
You know,
think
she
we're-
saw his face. Apparently, he's an old, destitute, grimy man when he's not going in the Fountain of Youth every once in a while.
Yeah, can't believe that shit's real.
Told you.
What else you got squirreled away up there?
Well, he'll start pulling out gold.
I didn't mean that. I meant in your head.
Oh,
That beautiful young head of yours.
well, I heard he rides a dragon.
Oh yeah, really?
No, not really. I don't want to make it any harder on us, Captain.
Well, so
How
what's
do
the
I
goal
look?
here? Yeah, you look good. I wouldn't say you look like a noble, but
The goal is you're going to come over to me, you're going to reach into my pockets, and you're just going to think about either the dagger or the rapier, and it's going to appear in your hand. So I'll hold out the robe.
I'm
There's
sure
a
there'll be
dagger
a
there.
steak knife or something.
You should probably use your dagger. Just here, try it right now. Just grab into my like side pocket and then think about, you know, the dagger.
I will use like my sleight of hand, like my pickpocket skill, to be able to. I want to practice like getting my dagger out from Nilrim, like when I'm just walking past him. Once we get past any guards or
Yeah.
whatever in the house.
You've got the day to practice these things, so I think you can get pretty good at drawing your dagger or rapier from his deep pockets.
Yeah,
Not a
and my
problem.
goal will be to just sort of be able to grab it nonchalantly at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The dagger sheath. How do you feel about putting your poison inside the sheath? I guess that doesn't matter. We're planning on taking the Duke hostage, not poisoning him and then running.
Yeah, we don't
Okay.
need the poison.
Yeah, we don't need the
Yeah.
poison.
Make sure you pay the innkeeper for this place for another night, because we're gonna have to come back and get our stuff here.
Is that fine, Koibu? Him reaching inside the deep pocket and grabbing something out of it, or no?
I'm actually reading the deep pocket spell right now because that is an interesting edge case.
100 or more pockets. Filtration. You just cast upon the enchanted garment. I don't think it says anything.
Ordinarily, it might be difficult, but I think if Norm's assisting me, it should be
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it's just extra dimensional space, not quite proper bag of holding level. It sounds like they're just big fucking pockets that you put your hands into. You know, it's like a purse-sized pocket. So you just like put your hand down and, you know, up to halfway through your arm and you can pull out whatever's in it. Should be no problem. You can get it. It's fine.
I'll tell you the exact pocket that it's in.
Yeah,
I think that
yeah.
maybe that should be.
That won't matter, but that's okay.
Did you
we'll make sure it's in
do-
one that's easy accessible.
I did
Did
whatever
you-
the best one was, Koibu. We spent
Well-
a fuckload of money on this.
Yeah, but it's not. I think it's a subjective situation because you can hold. Oh no!
think
Never
it-
mind.
Yeah.
It can be sewn with
100
100
pockets
or
can be created with a 1 pound of weight. Right?
Yeah, if a robe or garment is sewn with 100 or more pockets, 100 pockets can be created to contain 1 pound of weight and 1/6 cubic foot. Okay, so yeah, you just have like a fuck ton of pockets everywhere.
Yep. Mainly on the inside, I would assume.
Yeah.
Like, small hand ones.
Yeah,
But
your
there's
normal.
probably 2 like hoodie pockets that you put your hands into on the side and whatnot. yeah.
And then on the inside, just like 5 over here, 5 over here, and then the extra, and you'd put spell components in this one and something else in that one.
Yeah,
Makes sense. Great.
Okay. Good.
Okay. Everything seems to be on the up and up. It's all going to plan. While the two of them are practicing deep pockets and pulling things out and doing their little magic tricks, Sale, what are you up to this day? You have a full day in this ordinary town in which you're not supposed to get into any trouble or cause any problems.
I
How do you
think
s-
I would have 2 goals.
Mhm.
I would probably discuss with the party. It's like I have some experience living in a castle. I
Mhm.
lived there briefly with my mother, so I'll be like, I will play Nilrum's like chief manservant or whatever. So I'll go and
Mhm.
see if I can find like acceptable level clothing for like a
Mhm.
manservant, and also I'll scope out the town to look like are there guard outposts or is all the guards in the thing? Just kind of like a little bit of a scout around the town. Like, is there a marketplace, etc.?
Yeah. You're playing the role of Bates, the valet, in this situation.
Yeah, I am Nilrum's valet.
Yes. Excellent. The village doesn't have much in the way of like fine shopping. There is one little tailor's shop over here somewhere on the far right side of town. Where you can find a couple of things. You can find some accents that you can add on top of what you already have that will give you a little bit more like pomp for yourself. So please shell out, I don't know, 8 silver just for tidying up a little bit. And what about you, Archie? Kind of a weird night last night, and everyone's busy trying to make themselves fit in for the day. Are you trying to fit in? Or are you just hanging? What's Archie doing?
I think Archie's in a position right now where he's mostly hanging back in the back, observing, seeing if he needs to help with anything physical, but mostly just like thinking and staring into, and like watching Nilrum a little bit maybe, because we gotta watch him a little bit. I think
Okay.
that's mainly what Archie's up to.
I'm only taking 1 deep pockets today because I need a wizard lock. And I'm gonna take 2 knocks. Just in case. Yeah, don't worry. The wizard lock will not be used at the fucking stupid bar. Yet.
All right. Well, the day draws towards a close. Evening is fast approaching, and the time to go to the keep is coming. Our party's ready.
I'm gonna rent
Practiced. Unfortunately, there's not a carriage for rent here. I'm so sorry. But you do have 5 horses.
Do we have those, or did the guy take them back?
Oh, did you dismiss him to take off?
No, I think he's still here, right?
If he's still here, that's fine. We didn't really say, so.
Yeah,
He's
I
out of the
imagine
room, I
he's
think.
just sleeping in.
Alright, he's our groom. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay, yeah.
Are you gonna bring him all the way to the keep?
Yes, I'm gonna tell Sora that she needs. You need to announce me, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Of course.
Lord, I've been thinking about this a lot. Lord Merlin, of, Gade Isle or wherever I'm from. You know the place. The Great. Make sure you include the Great.
The Great Lord Nilrum.
Merlin
The Great Lord Merlin
of
Bassett Isle in the Kingdom of Tide's End. in
Good,
the
good.
continent of Solemn.
Good. If you can think of anything to make it longer, please. I want a very luxurious title, but
Who was your father?
I don't know. Who's the? You can figure that out.
Okay.
William fucking kills her.
Don't mess this up though, okay? I want to look cool.
And the party heads off to the fancy dinner in the keep. And I'm sure everything will go according to plan.
Surely.
See you guys on the other side of our break. Bye-bye. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tides of Death. Our party heads to the keep. The keep is a tall but small building over here. It's not super large, and you can see there's a knight at the top of the staircase and a pair of archers on top of the roof, keeping an eye on things. It's what they do, probably that way.
What are they wearing?
All the time. The knight is wearing a breastplate with a shield and an axe. Is that a shield?
Are they fucking dwarves?
Hold on. Yeah, he's got a breastplate, a shield, and a battle axe. And the archers just have, regular clothes and bows.
I
Not
commented,
dwarves.
John. Only a dwarf should have a fucking battle axe. I don't know why this clown has one.
But on the way, as you're approaching the keep, you see, stepping out from behind this corner as you're walking towards it, is none other than a singing minstrel. He's got a lute, and he bursts into song upon seeing you, singing, "Welcome, Lord Merlin from Tide's End. Welcome.
You're so lucky, Neil.
Welcome to the keep of the
I rolled a
Duke of
wisdom check
Virax."
to see if Nilrim can keep it under control, because I was going to magic missile him, but he rolled a 19. So Nilrim is pissed off, but he's gonna keep it in.
I'll step forward and, good bard, please, sir. My lord finds music to be offensive. Please cease your music.
1,000
John on the
apologies.
No apology necessary. You were not to know.
Your very existence angers my lord.
The bard
Yes.
steps aside and leaves
As we
room.
go by, I flick a copper at him.
Thank you, my lord. The knight at the top of the staircase preceding the entrance will give everyone over here a once-over to make sure nobody's carrying any weapons or wearing any armor.
Everything is in my
Where are Archie's brass knuckles?
Could they be
they're in my
there?
pockets too.
Yeah, deep pockets.
Okay, yeah. Everything's in the
good.
deep pockets then.
All weapons are in the deep pockets, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all scrolls and healing salves, etc.
All the
Okay.
things.
Nilrum's wearing the group's trench coat with all the guns, and he's just gonna flip it open. And we're all gonna reach in and just start.
Okay. You get to the door after sort of
The
being
fucking bard.
given the look over by everyone. And on the other side of the door, guarding the entrance to deep within the keep, is a cleric of Astaire, who greets you all. "Welcome, lords and ladies, assembled retinue, to the..."
Thank you, Father.
Okay.
She waves you on in, then the
Nice.
cleric of Astaire, big holy symbols all over her, adorned in all the ways.
On
leads
her?
you
Sorry.
in.
Is it
Yeah,
father or
it's,
mother?
It's mother, but it's fine. Doesn't.
Okay, sorry.
You didn't know. I hadn't said.
I would have said mother.
It's
yeah.
fine. Yeah. And in we go.
What kind of
Um,
level of wealth are we talking about here?
This is a fairly respectable keep with a fairly respectable amount of wealth. The fuck is with this floor?
Our
okay.
comments. Oh my, I was starting to think we wouldn't find any real grandeur in these whole islands. It's nice to be somewhere more familiar.
Thank you very much for the invite. It is most welcome. We are
Yeah.
delighted to be here.
You can get brought up into this room and this big table that runs down the middle of it. On the back side of the table, above where the Lord would sit, on the wall above him is this big two-handed sword. And the Lord himself has arrived in sort of like fancy clothes with nice colors. His wife is there. His 7 children are here. Some other folks are around. The cleric will sit down on his left-hand side. His wife will sit down on his right-hand side. His kids will line one side of the table. And you 5? Do you bring the groom? Do you
No,
bring...
The groom's gonna fuck with the horses.
Okay.
But he knows, he knows that I will kill his whole village.
Yes, he has been
He
told.
knows.
But does he
So there's
think you can do it? Does he think that you're... If he tells, couldn't you just get destroyed? Right?
Sure.
Who knows? We'll see. We'll
knows?
see what
We'll
the
see.
groom finds
There's
out.
a big table in the middle. Can I draw it?
Yeah, please.
Okay. I would assume it's like a board table, you know, you got people on the sides and whatnot. The king's over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Then there's the cleric and then his wife.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that spells cow.
Yep.
Okay.
There we go. Perfect.
Cool.
And the party can come and sit on, this side, while his family sits on this side, and servants can, come around. Blah 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 blah. There's a small little
important where we
exit.
sit.
It is. I would like you guys to place. Let me bring you some tokens, and you can sort of place yourselves in the spots you would like to be. Since we're
CK and W is cleric, king.
King, wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would make an argument here that as Nilrim's chief servant, I would be able to wander around the castle. Making
Well, aren't
sure
you
that
here for
his needs are
dinner?
being met. Well, am I not like I would be like a servant, so I wouldn't be expected to sit at the table.
Sure. If you want to play the servant role, then you can not sit at the table. You can be in another room.
I guess we would have discussed this beforehand about whether or
Mm-hmm.
not I'm at the table or I'm up and about, like casing the joint,
Mhm.
like while posing as a servant.
I
do you
think you
guys
want to
think?
be at the table.
Okay, I'll be at the table then.
Yeah, I just want everybody here for the magics and whatnot. Where is the bathroom?
The bathroom is up one floor.
Okay. I'm sure that they would have told us like what all these rooms are, right? They give us a tour of the castle first, or no? Or do
Yeah,
they
well,
just
you
take us
come
here?
up. We start off entering this
Okay.
room, and you can see that people are sort of seated already for dinner. The plates aren't out yet, but there's some glasses. It looks like everyone's just sort of sitting down, having some drinks while they're waiting for your arrival. And the party will arrive, and the Duke will stand up and immediately say, "Ah, nobility! It's so great to see you. We don't often get visitors from quite afar. I'm Duke Virix. Please welcome to my humble estate. This is my wife, Lady Xanthar, and this is my high cleric, Lady Volo."
I have met Lady Volo. However, it is great to meet you, Duke of Virix, my lady, and I give a bow.
I'm just adding various children. He introduces all of his children. There are 7 of them. This is my son, blah, blah, blah. My daughter, this, that, huh? And, goes down the line, introducing one after the other to you.
Okay.
After he's introduced all of his people, how do you introduce your sides? Just normally, this is...
This is Sora's business or Potato's business. Whoever wanted to do it, I'm sure they would.
Excellent. Well, Sora will, you told her to introduce you well, so she starts up with I would like to introduce you to Lord Merlin of this place, of that place, son of so-and-so, son of blah, blah, blah. She gives you a good, 3-minute titles and honors and whatnot. And everyone... The Duke, motions for you to sit and calls for servants to bring you drinks. I don't know if you know the traditions of our land very well, but here we like to sit and have a drink and chit-chat for a while before getting down to any proper dinner. Something to whet the appetite with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 2 more.
Of course.
I would have talked to the captain before, if that's fine. I
Yeah.
feel like it's a normal and if not an expected thing. If you get invited to someone's castle, you should probably give them a gift. Would the captain have been okay with us offering 1 healing potion we're obviously gonna get it back. I just wanted to make sure that he doesn't think it's weird.
I think it's too. Yeah, I think it is weird.
Think it's too much. Okay.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
have anything that you would want to have given them then? Because I don't have anything.
On emerald.
You have an emerald?
Yeah, but I mean,
Oh.
other than that, I don't think I've got anything else.
Is it a good emerald or is it ugly?
Well, it's 1,200 gold pieces. Give him a
Very good.
tinderbox.
If you would want to do that, then we can do the emerald if you'd like. We're gonna get it back. I hope it's just more of the.
Yeah,
Appearances.
okay. Well, once we all sit down here. Now, well, could I have... It's a bit weird just giving him an emerald, right? You'd want it in a box on fabric.
We
Yeah,
have the whole day to prepare for this, you know?
Yeah.
Okay,
like
so
something
if
like
I could have prepared something, some way to present this emerald as a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here, do the emerald, and then I'm gonna give you an exotic feather, and it can just be like a symbol of our people. It's from the bird that I give you the spiel.
Okay, yeah. Once we all, I'll wait for the servants to like pour the drinks, and when they get to me, I'll put my hand on and say, "No, I don't partake."
Oh, they'll quickly move on from you. I do want to know, however, what is the sitting order for our player characters?
I'm sitting on the side of Nilrim that I have to be in order to be able to get my dagger from under the table, or my rapier as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like then I'm
yeah.
sitting next to John, right?
You're sitting next
Yeah.
to John. Okay.
The other side of John.
Put
And
Sora
then-
in front of me.
Sora over here.
Yeah, put the ladies together.
Sure. Great. This
That's
is
good.
perfect. And
Okay,
then sail
you
at
also
the
put
end.
the
Yeah.
knights in this room on the map.
Yes, the knights that will be, the guards defending the place. Since they are standing, I'm going to leave them at their normal full token size. Everyone else is sitting, and when you sit, we'll reduce them in size just for looks.
I want to just make sure that we got the plan right, and I want to go through this carefully. So this
Don't
would have been a
forget, we
conversation.
wouldn't have seen the room when we had this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct, but we would have known that we're sitting next to each other. So I
Yeah.
guess the big plan is, did we want to do the attempt on his life of grabbing him as soon or when you're giving over the gem to him? Or when do we
No,
kind
I
of want
don't
to do
think
all
so.
that? No?
I
Okay,
think
that's
while-
fine.
while
I'll let
he's
you play it
eating.
by ear then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And do we... I was thinking of just like killing the cleric or one of the knights rather than putting the knife to the Lord, just to... Because I feel like we're going to end up fighting him, but maybe you reckon if I put a knife to his throat, we can get him to stand out?
I think if somehow, and we would have talked about this, if you get behind him and you put a knife to his throat, everybody stands down. There's no way that someone would just like risk the Duke's life. I
Yeah,
could be
okay.
wrong, but there's no
I'm going to have
yeah.
my back to these two knights, though, is my only worry. And the cleric
Correct,
might
yeah.
also try and cast, like, hold person on me or something like that.
Yeah,
So just
maybe
be ready.
Sale needs to cast confusion on those knights, and then at the same time, it's kind of going to be a
Chaotic moment.
semi-chaotic
It's gonna be a chaotic moment.
situation.
Yeah, all right, I'm ready. So once the servants have finished giving the drinks, I will stand up and I'll clear my throat and say, my lord, a gift from our homeland, if you would do me the honor. And I'll open up this sort of like makeshift box, and inside is like some hay with this emerald and then like a green feather curled around it. And I'll say, this is the feather of the golden green parrot that lives on the mountains near our hometown. And this emerald is mined from the mines within. A gift. And I'll push it over to him.
Yeah, he motions for one of his servants to step forward and, bring the emerald over towards him and then step back to their place. And
Can you
he'll
put
take a
Seymour
look
on
at
the
it.
map? I want him to have a seat at the table.
Of course.
Thank you.
Seymour will be a topic of conversation while the drinks are being served and poured, and everyone's wondering, like, ooh, look, they've got a monkey.
I'll
Here
be
is
treating
Seymour.
Seymour to entertain any of his younger children.
There we go. Let's make you big enough to see Seymour. Excellent. Yeah, and so he takes a look at the gem. He turns it over a few times. Why, this is most unexpected and unnecessary, but thank you, Lord Merlin.
This smallest honor I could give. I'm sorry that I didn't have anything grander for such a fine duke and such a fine establishment.
Oh, well, I mean, we're just a small encampment on the outer... I mean, the largest and most important of the cities on the outer rim, but a very relatively small place. I'm sure it's nothing compared to where you're from. I hear Tide's End is an endless city. It stretches on for miles in all directions. The population reaches into the millions. Is that true? How can so many people live in such close proximity to one another?
Well, that's quite overstated, my lord. Millions? Absolutely
That's what they
not.
say.
A few 100,000, yes, but millions, no.
Even if there were that many once upon a time, with the wars that have ravaged our continent for the last few years, many have fallen. It's not
That
the
is why
place it once was.
That is why we have been traveling. Seems things have finally settled down, so maybe we'll make our way back, but I did not want me or my nephew here, and I'll, point to Archie. I did not want either of us to get hurt, and he is quite the special nephew, and he gives him like a nod.
I am pretty special. Not
You
as
are.
true. Not much is true.
Archie has already started to eat the food the servants have brought out. It's like not quite the
Yeah.
appropriate time,
Yeah.
but he's like, I'm just already shoveling his face. Yeah.
He's got one of the first plates. Like, really, he should be waiting for everyone to get their plates, but he's just starting to eat.
You just started eating like the pirate
What?
is,
Once everyone starts eating, I whisper to Archie and say, when I make my move, the knight closest to us, restrain him or incapacitate him.
Got it, Captain.
And then I will reach. I give like Nilrim like a nudge with my knee, and I'll like reach into his pocket and get my weapons and keep them on my lap. And I want to like.
When you say weapons, a dagger you can keep on your lap, no problem. A rapier is actually rather long. It's like 3 feet of
Rapier would
worth
be
of
hard to pull
metal.
out.
Yeah, just the dagger then. Just the
Okay.
dagger then.
Okay. Cool.
And I want to kind of like. I will then use my hand to kind of like slide it up my sleeve, and I want to be able to kind of like keep my hand sort of closed like this.
Do you
the dagger's like.
Can you make me a pickpockets check while you do this? Because you're at the table, everyone's chatting with each other, people are looking at you. If you reach into his lap or into his clothes, it's going to be like obvious and weird. No one ever does that. So I need a pickpockets.
He
from
reaches
you.
into my lap. It could just be like a caress, if you know what I'm talking about. So maybe
It
he can really
could
talk
be,
about it.
but
Yeah,
if
it
that's
could be,
what it
yeah.
comes off as, like, it's good to know.
Well,
Well,
I've only got
also,
20 in pickpockets.
he could maybe do it to where he's like leaning across the table to grab.
Could he do a dex
something
check
and then-
instead? Then
No. This is
No?
a pickpocket. He's literally
It is-
picking
it
your
is-
pocket.
it is. Yeah.
It is. But it's not this. I actually get bonuses for the fact that he's a willing participant in this.
Okay.
I mean,
I will
pretty
give
big
you
bonuses, right?
a +4 on that, which is a +20%.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I think it deserves more, but I'll take that. Okay, so I'm looking at.
I mean, it's the
lower
same
high.
bonus that fighting an invisible person, so that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I know, but you're picking someone's pocket who's helping you do it. That's
Yeah,
very,
but you're
very
also
far removed from the
sitting
originals.
next to each other. People are looking at you.
Fine.
It's-
Worst thing, they're gonna think you're putting your hand on me, and we're a little gay, which is cool.
Oh, he did it. All right, you do it surreptitiously. No one notices.
Okay.
When the night gets, it's starting to draw a little bit closer, like 10 minutes have passed, we're kind of eating and whatnot. Nilrim is probably going to bring up a little bit of a faux pas topic. We've been traveling around here for a little bit, and we've noticed there's no magic shops. There's no magic here. Do you not have wizards?
Yes. No, we do, but they're highly restricted. The White Prince, in his infinite wisdom, has seen fit to have all spellcasters be serving the country. All wizards must serve the White Prince, serve the Dardennes, serve the kingdom, serve our greatest of all gods, Astaire. And therefore, there's no need for independent magic shops. All spell components, reagents, and supplies can be acquired through the White Prince's network of soldiers and supply stations and outposts and whatnot. Any given outpost should have some levels of spell components for visiting clerics and wizards. But
That is
individual wizards are not welcome nor accepted in this place.
The letters I received about home, it sounded like wizards were quite the problem for the forces in Tide's End.
Yes. Well, when you concentrate that much power in the hands of random people, really, it can be quite destructive to society. I mean, imagine a peasant, an ordinary feather-plucking peasant who can cast Cloud Kill. I mean, how can one keep a social order when the lowest of the low can kill the highest of the high without any effort? It's just...
Is anyone truly random, though, my Duke? Aren't we all picked by the gods?
Yes, we are all picked by the gods, but that includes the gods of chaos, the gods of death, the gods of vengeance, and the gods of luck. So maybe not entirely random, but certainly
Depends
not.
on the god, on how you'll act, yeah.
If Astaire picked all the people worthy of magic, I would have no problems with it. But peasants with Cloud Kill, terrible thing. How are we supposed to keep social order when
People are running around with weapons of mass destruction?
Certainly. I mean, the real problem is that there's no way to defend against it. A half-decent wizard with magic missile could kill an untrained lord in a single attack without any defenses. It doesn't matter how many soldiers and bodyguards you have; it will just kill you. And how can you possibly create a stable society when anyone can be killed at any moment for any reason? Even if the assaulter is then murdered by finished off by your guards, you've still been murdered. Society can't survive that sort of thing. Arms control is important, and the most important form of arms control is magic control. White Prince is a wise man.
I do apologize to interrupt, my lords, but this talk of death and killing is making me feel rather funny.
I want to try something here as well, Koibu, if I can. Is there a peasant, or is there like a servant coming near me or anything?
Let's roll the die. There's a servant on the opposite side of the table from you right now, coming around refilling wine glasses, making their way like this. But they're right here right now.
I'm going to try something weird here as Nick starts his thing. I'm going to pull out a gold coin. It's going to be like a tip. I'm going to try and get Seymour's eye.
Oh, yeah.
Slightly.
I mean, Seymour sees the gold coin comes out, and Seymour turns to look at it. And I'm going to... You love shiny things.
Towards the servant, as like I'm giving them a tip. Thank you for serving everybody. So the gold coin starts like jumping across, and you can just a reaction adjust for Seymour to see if he can control it or whatever. My idea here was, I'm sure Nick's picking up on it. John has to go get Seymour. He's got to go run and grab him.
Seymour, the monkey, does he chase after the gold coin that flies through the air? I mean, you're throwing gold coins at people all day, every day. He can't chase down every gold coin, but this is a weird situation. He's sitting at the table. He's kind of bored. He's a monkey at a dinner. No. With a 16 on his willpower check, 21 being a success, Seymour goes after the coin. And he climbs over onto this person's head.
My word.
I
start coming around like this. Seymour, no, what are you doing? I give Archie a nudge as well before I leave. And I'm going to get behind the Lord here. And what kind of hair has he got?
He has that, I'm 45 and my hair's not entirely gone, but the backside of it is a little bit thin, so maybe I wear a hat.
Okay, well, I'm looking now. I stop for a second, for a split second. I'm hoping to see Archie start to move. I'm going to grab the guy by the back of his, the scruff of his jacket, and then pull the dagger to his throat, and then drag him out of his chair. And I want this knight to be incapacitated as this is happening, because I want to back myself into this wall with the guy. And nobody fucking move.
Probably an initiative, yeah.
Well, we're going to make a surprise check for the guards to see if they are surprised by this action. Now, it's their job to be on alert for all things. But at the same time, how many dinners have you sat there as a guard? Like, how often do you just be like, they're having dinner again, right? So a surprise check is in order. Let's give it to them. A surprise check is a D10. On a 1, 2, or 3, the guards are surprised. If they were just like everyone else here, all of the normal people sitting at the table, they are all guaranteed to be surprised because there's no reason for them to be expecting any of this. But the actual 6th level knights who are soldiers whose job it is to keep an eye out, we'll see.
6th level.
Yeah,
6th
1, 2, or 3. So they're not entirely surprised by this. You know, they're on duty. This guy gets up. There's a monkey running around causing a mess. This guy's got a scarf on. It's kind of weird. Nobles from out of town. You know, they're sort of on duty. You can still act first. You still get a grab the guy by the collar. No attack roll necessary. Pull him back. And you want to grab the dagger and like put it to his neck.
Put it to his throat, yeah. And I'm pulling his head back if I can. I mean, I'm not sure how much hair he's got. But I want to make it quite clear that I've got the dagger to his throat.
I cast a spell as well.
Right.
And,
Which probably initiative.
I'm going to need initiative rolls for the guards, for Nilrum, and for Archie. And if Sale is casting anything, for him as well. But I don't know if Sale's up to anything.
Yep.
Yes.
I was just basically waiting for the John to stand up, and then I'm getting ready to cast Confusion.
I'll roll dagger initiative in case I have to do something, but I'm planning to just not do anything. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take this real slowly.
Threw the cat out.
You had to let the cat out. Happens.
I heard them yell.
Don't ready to roll the cleric in if you didn't.
The cleric is surprised as well. Yeah, they're losing a round because they're a participant in the dinner table and they're relaxed and they're not on watch. Nilrum, Archie, Captain Winters, White Knight, Guardian, Sale, Guardian, Sora, White Knight. Okay. Wow, the party gets really good rolls. You're starting it off, Nilrum. You stand up.
Hey.
You pull out the components.
Nilrum shoots 4 magic missiles on the cleric. For
Nice.
17 damage.
Sweet Jesus, an apple
And he
pie.
speaks. He says, "We have your lord. Drop your weapons, and no one will die."
17 damage to the cleric. Brings her down to half HP right away, instantly. This guy is grappled. Where's a little grappling hand? Next up is Archie. You know, as the magic missiles are flying and Nilrum is speaking his words, Archie gets up, table gets pushed away, chair gets kicked back. What are you doing, Archie?
I would like to incapacitate the closest guard to John.
Oops, that's not
That's
Archie.
Sale.
There we go. That's Archie. You burst over here. The guard is in the middle of pulling out his battle axe as you close with him. How are you incapacitating him?
I guess I'll try to grapple him, huh?
Just punch him. I mean, as I see it.
I mean, it's-
I am not wearing my brass knuckles.
Well, make your attack roll to grab him. All you need to do is
Just
hit
normal
AC
attack
10. Yeah, just normal attack roll. AC 10. Yeah. You grab the hold of him, and then are you throwing him to the ground? You holding him against the wall? What is your incapacitation?
I think throwing to the ground and then like holding him in like some sort of chokehold or something. Would probably be
Excellent.
the
Give
play.
me an opposed strength check from the Prince's Knight. I think I said 6, but he's actually only 5th level now that I'm looking at it. Ooh, that's good
nice.
enough. Yeah, you
I'm dead.
shove him against the wall and then drop him to the ground. And so he is on the ground, and you can sort of be, do you want to stand over him, or do you want to be like laying or sitting on top of him? How is this going down?
Yes, like sitting on top of him.
All right, perfect. Next
Kids
up
are
is
screaming.
they're What? Huh? I mean, one of them's still looking at the monkey without realizing what's going on. The servant has dropped the dishes. They shatter on the ground. The silver tray rolls away. Captain John has got this guy, and you yoink him back into this corner.
Yeah. And I
Right.
can't. I know. But I turn to face like the rest of the room, you know. So.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you ever get it sometimes where the buttons that appear on the character block you being able to click on the thing?
Yeah, and then you got to zoom in or zoom out in order to get him.
So dumb.
It's a nightmare. You'd think
I
after
get-
10 years that they would have fixed this design flaw, but somehow.
Yeah. So I've quite clearly got the dagger to his throat.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, you know, if anyone comes near me, I'll fucking kill him.
Oh,
And don't
This-
touch my monkey.
this knight's turn. You've got his lordship.
Yeah.
He's got his battle axe out. You know, it was sort of sheathed, but he yoinks it out, grabs by the handle. He's got it raised. And he doesn't come that direction. He will come to this spot right here. This little walkway. There's a balcony out here through this walkway. And the staircase goes to the landing below it, and this is sort of the rooftop of the landing that the staircase arrives at.
Yeah.
So
I shout at him, hey, get back in the room.
let's see. What would you have a reaction adjust on your charisma from high charisma?
3.
Ooh. Yeah, he pauses on his way over there. You call him to stop and head back into the room, and he will obey, and he will back up a little bit. But you can hear him muttering through the helmet, if you hurt him, you will never leave this building alive.
Yeah, all right. But he can say what he wants.
Yeah, these
The rest
guards
of my...
will quickly come over here like this. And one of the things we might run into in this problem is spacing, which we're going to talk about for just a quick moment here. When you're fighting, you need about a 5x5 square of room in order to fight effectively. That means room to dodge, room to swing your weapons around, you know, engage and disengage a little bit. You need a little bit of space. Right now, most of our characters are occupying a quarter of that space, a 2.5 by 2.5 area. That's what you would normally use as like personal bubble as you're walking around in daily life. If for some reason we need to engage in combat and we're squeezed together in, you know, not enough space to properly move about, there will be associated combat penalties. Those combat penalties are going to be more based on the type of thing you're doing. If you're using a two-handed sword and you're squeezed, your penalties are going to be way worse than if you're using a dagger. In fact, if you're using a dagger and you're in a tight space, there's probably no combat penalties on your attack rolls. You know, thrusting weapons have fewer penalties in squeeze spaces than swinging weapons. So just to get us all ready for expectations.
Okay.
All right, so this guy comes over here. The other guardians shuffle over to block off these stairs. They pull out their weapons. I'm unfolding them to full size to show that they're in combat-ready stances. And Sail. What are you doing, Sail?
I'm going to drop a fat confusion on the room. I'm pretty sure I can hit basically, depending on how high I roll,
Oh, yeah.
just like everyone.
I mean, this is, yes,
Not
the whole
us,
room.
right?
Like all enemy characters.
Yeah, it's a 60 by 60 by 60 cube, and the building is only 50 by 50. So you can hit 11 people. Who are
Is
your
that not gonna
11?
hit us?
Well,
No,
wait,
no,
just
he
make
gets to
sure that it
pick.
doesn't- He gets to pick. Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
he gets to pick.
Yeah,
Right?
Because I was gonna hit all of the, I was gonna hit every single one of these guards, and then this guard and this guard, and then any of these people I can hit as well.
So you're hitting
You hit
the
11.
5 armed guards, and then that leaves us with 6 randoms.
Well, not
6
the one
kids.
that's not the one that's
Or 5
pinned.
kids.
I would
Okay.
because that's kind of like that's underneath Archie.
Right,
but I
right,
would
okay.
definitely hit the cleric and
Okay.
the guard.
These
and then some of the
2
kids.
and these 3, that's 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 7 children.
Sure.
Excellent.
Just abrupt chaos.
Kids are gonna
chaos.
fight to death. Oh my god.
All right. The Prince's
They're gonna be, like,
Knight
stabbing each other with little knives. So that's
fails. The Guardians pass, fail.
Oh.
Wow, 2 20s. That's amazing. This one's been failed.
It's fighting to the death is the fucking wildest part.
It really is. It's actually such a good spell. I thought that was a wizard spell. Why do you have that?
4th level cleric spell, Confusion.
Is it a cleric spell too? Yeah. Okay.
There's also a confusion that's like 7th level for clerics. I don't
Oh really?
know why.
Mass confusion or something.
Probably that. Yeah. One kid passes.
Yeah, but the fire alarm's going off in my house. Probably fine. I'm going to ignore it for now. One child passes. The remainder are confused.
And then the cleric?
Oh, and the cleric, right. Oh, and one child couldn't be targeted, so there are 2 unconfused offspring.
Hey, what are you doing? Ah!
Jesus.
Well, normal people's
Christ,
punches aren't
man.
lethal, are they?
But Mama said we shouldn't play with knives.
All right, the confusion spell goes off. Everyone, all these people are like confused. No one knows what's going on. The other guardian gets ready. Sora grabs one of the steak knives off the table and shoves the wife against the wall and holds a dagger to her neck as well.
Nice. Based, Sora.
Right.
Normal say. Well, he doesn't say anything at this point. Nobody's.
is about
It's
to break
chaos.
out.
Yeah,
It's
over.
yeah, I mean, everyone gets up,
It's
people are
chaotic,
getting shoved
yeah.
around, guards are drawing weapons, spells are going off, children are looking at monkeys and getting hit by spells. It's sort of just like a confusing mess of all sorts of stuff. I'm gonna roll some actions for the guards. And is any party member speaking up right now?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm telling people to like surrender their weapons, but now I see the confusion spell go off. I see that glazed look in their eyes. I feel that maybe it's time to just start killing them.
Well, I'm gonna need an initiative roll from everyone that is acting. This guy will go on, I suppose, 5. And I'm going to do all of the children in one initiative roll just for simplicity's sake, because they're kind of
Also-
dumbos.
I'll also communicate to Nilrim to toss me my brass knuckles somehow. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but
Yeah, what role do you want for me to go to Nilrim and get a dagger?
3 would be to go to Nilrim and like grab stuff out of him. Okay. Here we go. Archie, as usual, is the first person to act. You've got
Okay.
this guy pinned to the ground. He's got a shield in one arm. His battle axe is like out of his hand, and I think you've got his like arms pinned, and you're sitting on top of him. What are you doing about this?
The White Prince has got a point.
He does, yeah.
I guess I'm assuming I'm holding him down with my hands, right? This is actually kind of awkward because I need my brass knuckles when I start doing good damage, but I'm also
Yeah.
like using my hands right now, so I can't really catch anything.
Yeah.
Is Nilrim in a position to throw me these?
Nilrim is casting a spell right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
he's not in any position to do anything.
I guess I just gotta start punching without brass knuckles, huh? How much? Okay,
D3.
yeah. So I
The
just changed it from what
damage,
he's-
yeah, the damage is also going to be lessened because you don't have the brass knuckles, so you can't get your full strength
Yeah.
bonus. I'll give you just the 1 from your strength instead of the 3.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep holding this guy down until Nilrim is in a position
Gotcha.
to give me my knuckles.
Got it. All right. I need a D10 for the cleric. Sale.
Let's see it.
I
I really badly want the knight to decapitate the child. It's just like so badly.
Stand confused for 1 round.
That's perfect.
The cleric gets up. A stair! A stair! A stair! Sail.
I'm going to wiggle my way over the Nilrum and try to stand up and grab a dagger off him.
Yep. He's casting, so you don't want to interrupt him, but you can reach around and pull whatever you need out of his pockets. You practice this, you get your dagger. It's fine. Nilrum, you have a second spell?
16 damage onto the cleric.
The cleric is annihilated. She's blown to smithereens. The children. Children. Sail. Give me 1d10 for all the children.
No, Neil, you're gonna roll separately for each child.
No, it's too much. There's 5 of them.
Well, we need to know if they're fighting each other and whatnot.
Yeah,
They can't all just
come
run.
All right. Roll me 4 more d10s.
Thank you.
Nice.
6, 3, 8, 1. 6, 3, 8. So
6
one
is
will attack
confused,
the
yeah.
nearest creature, and one will wander away unless prevented. So this one, where's the one? The one's the last one. This one over here gets up and walks into this room. Probably just goes to bed or something. The 8 is
This one, right?
this one right here. This one grabs a knife off the table and
Amazing.
stabs it at Seymour.
No!
No!
That is not the closest monster.
Seymour has armor. He's fine.
11 to hit plus 2 for back attack is a 13 against the monkey.
He should have at least 14 AC. I think he's 18 AC because of his dex, right? I don't have his character sheet.
God,
He's also
Seymour-
small too, right?
I've got his character sheet. Let me check his. His AC is 18. So
Yeah, he's good.
it's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, the person goes to stab Seymour, who clearly sees the attack coming and like leaps to a nearby chandelier and holds onto it with one hand and a tail and goes whoo, 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 at the person who like hops up on the table and starts slashing at Seymour, trying to get them.
this fucking kid.
The others stand confused and like, huh? What? Just looking about. This guardian over here maybe was gonna do something, maybe not gonna do something, but then Nilrum just keeps casting these magic missile spells.
Fire. Yeah.
And so the guard hops to the table and is gonna try and come over here and like get Nilrum, but Sail is right here in a defensive position with a dagger. So Sail, it doesn't take all round to draw that dagger. You can make an attack against the guardian as they come up to attack Nilrum.
Sure thing.
That will hit. It will not crit, but it'll definitely hit. Roll me some damage. Ooh, minimum. It doesn't kill him. And they will stab at Nilrum with a spear. Whoa! Critically Nilrum for
shit.
2d6 damage. Right?
I have 14 AC. So
Yeah,
that's
they clear by 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2d6 damage to Nilrum. 5 points. Captain John.
You ain't took the floor off, no room there.
Yeah, I'm taking it off.
I will, still holding the knife to the guy's throat. I will start whispering in his ear, and I will say, "Do you see how little protection your pathetic white prince grants you? You invited me into your home, and now my dagger's at your throat. You'll die pathetic, begging for your life, gurgling on your old blood." And I'll just keep holding the dagger too.
Unhand me at once, or you'll know the wrath of the White Prince. I'm a protected man. Who are you? Name yourselves villains. You're not from the Tide's End.
We are the Crimson Fists, and I'm Captain John Winters, and this will be your last day.
There's a weird smell that enters the air. This knight over here rolls a d10 for his confusion. Sail.
Sorry, I had the
Peter.
wrong roll. Of,
That's a 1 though. That's within the
Kid,
range.
child.
That's
Kid,
within.
child.
that was a miss. That was a miss input. Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
2 is stand confused.
Yeah, I
Stand
think so,
confused. Yeah. This other guardian over here can't get to Nilrum, but can get to Sail. Hops up on the table, and using that +1 to hit for high ground, will make an attack at Sail with his short
Do
spear.
you see that, Nick? He gave him high ground on the fucking table.
Hey man,
This is bullshit. I shout to these guys like Like,
Yeah, but
stand
you
the fuck
say
down. What are
stand
they
the
doing?
fuck down, but then Nilram starts like casting spells and murdering people. So they don't have like you can't stand
to kill
down
one
and just
more
let
person,
people murder, right? If there's a situation where like you grab someone and hold them to the wall and there's the threat of danger, that's one thing. But if it's like don't do anything and I'm just like shooting people, stay over there, and you're shooting people and they're guards,
Yeah,
what are they gonna do? Like they've got the option of either fleeing or fighting at that point, but staying still is
I had to kill the cleric.
yeah,
Fair
but
enough.
that's gonna cause the
gonna-
guards to fight.
I'm gonna kill the
100%.
Lord next turn, I think.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. The 12 is a
also,
miss, I believe.
How high is this table that he gets +1? Because I feel like I could make stilts that are the height of this table.
Yeah,
and
but you would
just-
have penalties to combat for wearing the stilts that exceed the penalties of the table. Fighting on high ground is any sort of, slightly higher ground. A staircase will do, a table will do.
I
Yeah, it
want
feels
this
kind of
clip
bullshit,
the
doesn't
next
it?
time- the next
Doesn't it
time
feel
Nick asks
bullshit?
for high ground and gets
I'll
denied,
remember
I want
that.
this clip.
You know how many times my players have said I want high ground because I'm, sitting on a stool or,
I know how many
ever
times have you given it?
all the time. You get it whenever you ask.
You had a
Maybe.
demon jump off a cliff onto someone and gave him high ground. How's that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
That's
I
how
did.
this all began.
Whose turn?
That's the end of the initiative order. So I think we just roll initiative again because clearly combat has broken out. Like there was an attempt maybe to hold things and have like a conversation, but there's too much murder and mayhem happening.
Well, they all had to die in the end anyway, so.
Yeah, they did.
Well, it should be a fast battle. Their knights are confused. Well, one of their knights is confused. Their cleric is dead. Oops, that should be a 6. This should be a 6. Okay. Nilrum is first, as usual.
+2, doing a magic missile on the guy in front of me. That's for 4. And then I'm doing another one at the guy next to him for 4.
Excellent.
Wow.
All right.
4.
That is shit damage, my friend. 4 and 4. No one goes down. Archie, you've got this guy. And after a round of like him waiting to see what's going on, once he realizes the fighting's happened, he begins to struggle against you. Now, you can hold him here, or you can start fighting him. If you start fighting him with both hands, he can essentially get up for free. Not exactly, but he'll have huge advantages on the check. If you fight him with just one hand, you only get the one hand of attacks, but the bonuses aren't as great for him to stand up on his own. And if you hold him down, it's just a normal opposed strength roll for him to stand up. What do you want?
Yeah, I'll continue holding him down. Sure.
Okay, so he'll be held. Can I get a D10 for the children? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 D10s for the children, please. Two people stand confused and 2 people wander away. So this one will ignore Seymour now. Seymour is no longer important, and we're just going to walk outside. And this one over here has had it with all of this confusing stuff. And they're going to go see what's happening on the rooftop. And they're going to head up this way. And the other 2 get to their feet and just kind of look about, stunned, dazed, confused, not sure what's happening. This guardian, this one on the table, 1 HP, mortally wounded. Everything's going poorly. They definitely need a morale check, but they pass. And they're gonna drive their spear home into this guy. These are the Crimson Fists. If he kills you, he's gonna get a huge reward. So he stabs at Nilrum with a 12 to hit. It's not good enough. Captain John Winters, you've got your dagger. It's held to this guy's neck. You've held him against you.
Say hi to the stair for me. I might coast through.
He is not a willing participant in this. He is struggling. There's a rule on how this happens that I haven't read in a long time.
Yes.
It's not hell. It's covered? You have him
I think
covered.
that's right. Yeah. Maybe at the very least I should get a sneak attack.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The echo's back. It's been a while.
Page 20 or page 25? Been a while since I've read this rule. A character with a cocked and loaded crossbow, an arrow knocked and drawn in a bow, can announce that he's covering an opponent. Well, that's just bows. Covering can also be used with any handheld bladed weapon. Basically, the character puts his sword to an opponent's throat in a single adjacent square and menaces him. The victim must be stunned, dazed, pinned, unconscious, or surprised for the character to cover him with a melee weapon. Exactly what happened. He was surprised. You grabbed him by and put the dagger to his neck. As with bows and crossbows, the covering character automatically wins initiative and can attack at the beginning of the round. The attack is made with a +2 bonus to hit, and the critical number drops to a 16 is the bonus. And I'll say you can also get a sneak attack on this. But he's got 10 AC, so just don't roll a 1, I think.
So is it +4 total, like back attack plus that 2, or not?
I will give you back attack. Yes. You are behind him. And he can't see what's happening very well. So total +4 to hit. Easy peasy. Critical damage. Roll it all.
So it's a critical and it's
Yes.
and it's a sneak attack. So it's times 6 then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. 15. Oh, +2. 17.
Well, the Duke of Virix is the 5th level fighter, or a 6th level fighter
shit.
of the party. He has a lot of hit points. So you do 17 to him. And the man at first was sort of afraid and worried, but his fighter instincts are coming in. So as the dagger goes to his throat and begins to slide, he manages to get a hand in there. So you just like slice heavily into his throat, but not enough that he is actually going to bleed out and die in a moment. But he's got like a nasty gash that cuts through sinew and tendon and some of the smaller blood vessels, and blood just starts like pouring and leaking down his shirt, forever staining him. But he does not die from the action. He's too well trained to be taken so quickly, leaving us with Sail, and I forgot to actually roll the prince in. You'll just go now then.
Now, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, because you always win initiative against him.
You want a strength check?
Yeah, he's going to grab you by the arm, and he's going to shoulder flip you over onto the ground. Give me an opposed strength check against the Duke of Virix. He rolls a 32. You roll a 28. He grabs you by the shoulder, hooks you over the top of him, and you land your back on the table in front of him, prone. But he is at like half HP. Let's open up John a little bit here. There we go.
I'll find a thing for prone.
Would Sora react to John being flipped off this guy?
It's a great point. I don't know why she wasn't rolled into initiative, but she will. Yeah, I think she'll just go at the end of the turn. She'll do something.
I forgot the roller, my bad.
Sail.
Yeah, I'm going to attack the weakest guard near me.
His shield blocks your attack. No dice. D10 for this guard over here, this white knight.
Yep. Let me get.
Please roll a 9. Come on.
Done, I think.
Stand confused?
Yeah.
Stand confused. Excellent. And now the one that is on Archie. Now you've got him held to the ground, Archie. So he's going to make his strength check at disadvantage because he's going to try and like lift you off of him, which is super hard to do. Give me a strength check, and he'll make 2 and take the lowest of them. It's pitiful. It doesn't even matter. You hold him down. It's fine. It's fine. Guardian.
Could have rolled a 1 and I would have held him down now.
This one over here. Ooh, it's a mess. It's a mess. Everything is happening all at once. Somehow this guy forgot to roll in too. I'll just go at the end now. This one will stab at you, Sail. He really wants to get to Nilrum. Nilrum is the goal, but Sail is in the way. So We do what we can do. Wah! No.
Big miss.
No. D10 for this confused man.
Yeah, we need a 9 or a 7.
5.
That's fine.
Nope, just chills. And Sora, she has the wife. And Sora's a true believer. She's seen what the White Prince is. She's seen the horrors. Roki has shown her the way. And so, Sora, Sail, what does Sora do? Does he kill? Does she kill the wife? Does she fight this guy? Does she leave the wife alone?
I think.
All she's got is a steak knife.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think she would basically like do the same thing that Nick did, was to like get around her and hold the blade to her throat, and then like try to get the attention of the guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
she'll
be
do
like,
the.
Do you really want to go there?
Right, got it. She holds the wife hostage like this. And that's
Shouting at the
everybody.
Duke to stop.
Yeah, the Duke. By the austere god of social order, I condemn you all to death. You'll end here, Crimson Fists. You'll be no more. He calls out.
He wishes.
Initiative. Yeah.
And at the end of this round, just pulled out Archie's things and threw them on the ground, or no? Do you want that to be a full action?
That's fine. Yeah, you can just toss them to the ground. His
Yeah,
brass
I'll
knuckles.
toss them to the ground, and then I'm gonna.
I rapier too, if you don't mind.
That gets to be a bit much, no? Taking 2 things out.
Yeah, because
Oh,
the
if
brass
you're casting
knuckle,
a spell, too.
rapier, and then there's people trying to get at you. This guy's stabbing at you. I think just the brass knuckles is fine.
Just the brass knuckles, fair.
Yeah. Initiatives. Guard. Knight. The Duke. Clerics are dead. Children.
The Duke does not have a weapon right now, yeah?
Not yet, but that two-handed sword is on this wall. His favorite weapon. It's actually right behind Sora's head. I don't know how he's going to get to it with Sora in the way. That'll be a tough one. All right.
Yep.
God, Nilram, first again.
1d4 plus 1 on the one in front of me. Shooting 4 magic missiles, but here's one. He's dead.
Yeah, he's definitely dead.
2d4 plus
right.
2 on the next guy.
You should declare them before you roll them, because you might.
Oh, I am right now, though.
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
2d4 plus 2 on the next guy.
Mm-hmm.
7. And then here's 1d4 plus 1 on the Prince of Virux.
Ooh. All right. Damage is done. You spray the magic missiles all over the place. Archie, the brass knuckles have slid next to you. This guy underneath you is trying to wrestle you off of him so he can get to his feet and grab his axe and kill you. What are you gonna do? You gonna let go of him to put on the knuckles? That'll give him an opportunity.
Yeah, I'll try.
All right, give me an opposed strength check as you release him to grab the knuckles and start putting them on. Oh my god, that's so good. Oh, his is better. He throws you off of him as you're getting the knuckles out, and he manages to get you off. You get your brass knuckles on, and he gets to his feet. You get to your feet, but now we're in real close quarters. We're cramped back here.
Okay, but I have my brass knuckles on now.
Yeah, and I think you can make, I would say, 1 attack this round as you put them on. That seems fair.
15.
It is blocked by his shield.
Alright.
Does he have
Bring-
his shield in this close quarters?
He does. Yes, he does. Captain John Winters, you are on your back. The Duke of Virux has just shoulder thrown you to the table. He's standing over you. You have a dagger in hand.
I would like to forward roll, over here, get to my feet, and turn around.
Yeah?
Can I do that?
He doesn't have a weapon
he's
in hand. He can't
not
make an
got a weapon,
opportunity
yeah.
attack against you. I'm
And
not
then-
an opposed check, but just a regular strength check because he's still sort of holding on to your arm and you're trying to roll out of it. Just a regular, ordinary strength check. You can do that, right?
Well, if he's holding me, it might be better to just attack him. What kind of disadvantage would I get to attack from attacking in this position?
-4.
Okay, fine. I'll roll the strength check.
Yeah, it's not a problem. You easily break out of his grip because he's got your elbow with the one arm. And you can get to the other side and get to your feet. 2 dead guards on the table. Seymour swinging on the chandelier above you.
I smirk at the guy. Got some fight in you, I say, as I come up to here and take my high ground and attack him.
Absolutely, you do.
Do it. Do it. I dare you. Oh my god. You critical the shit out of him. You drive that dagger home so good.
Damage, though, right?
Yeah.
10
Oh.
Wait, can there be a critical roll table here, Neil?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
let's roll him
that's a
a
critical
saving
roll.
throw versus death. Is a natural
Handle
1.
Christ. I've
There
never
you
seen
go,
anyone
Nick, you
die
got
this
him.
hard in my life.
This
Holy
guy deserves
fuck.
to be dead.
Incredible.
Incredible.
All right, normally a dagger is a smaller weapon size and it only does 1d6 severity, but he rolled a natural 1 on his death saving throw, so I'll give you a 2d4 severity and a d10 for location with a... Are you slashing or stabbing?
Stabbing, I think, in his eyes or something. Yeah.
Well, D10
so
for location?
D10 for location first, yeah. 8.
8 is a piercing blow to his left arm.
So he puts his hand up to defend his face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So-
Hand struck, weapon dropped, minor bleeding, no effect on shield arm. So he puts his arm up and you cut like down the underside of his arm with the stabbing blow that like slices deeply all the way over here. Blood begins to flow. Every turn he loses 1 to 2 HP worth of life.
Oh, yeah,
And
he's
hand
done it.
struck means a penalty of 2 to all attacks with that hand. Now that makes it really hard to use a 2-handed weapon when you have a penalty with one of your arms. You know, you really need both of those arms for that 2-handed weapon.
Yeah.
Sora has the woman, has the knife to her throat. She just holding her? She killing her?
I think she sees the Lord's covetous glance at the blade above her head and turns her head, sees it, and shoves the woman away and then grabs it.
And Sora grabs the 2-handed sword, takes her full spot.
Sorry, just before we move on. I mean, I've got dual weapon fighting. Could I just throw a punch with my other hand?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Might as well, right? I'll just roll dagger 11. It's gonna hit, right?
Yeah.
And what's the damage for punch?
2, D2.
2 damage.
Yep.
Stab him
1
in the
quarter
eye.
of his at real, the rest is temporary that dissipates after 10 rounds.
Okay. Slap him across the face.
Sora's got the 2-handed sword. The woman's on the ground. What's Sora doing with the 2-handed sword? Is she attacking?
Can she act? Yeah, she would.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
She
She brings it up. She brings it down. She is non-proficient, but she gets a +2 for back attack. But she's also sort of
That's a
against the
wash then.
wall, so I'm going to say -1 on her attack roll. It's going to be just her level bonus, not her specialization. So it's a d20 +4 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That'll do it. The 2-handed sword falls down heavily on his shoulder. It cuts in deep. It does d10 +0 damage. One! It doesn't
God.
cut in that deep. It's a glancing blow. It shaves off the hair on his arm. It skins it. His left arm has now been like stabbed on the inside and skimmed on the outside and is completely worthless. Somehow, Lord Virix is still alive. Sail, it's your turn.
I'm seeing a lot of chaos in this room.
Me did cast confusion.
Yeah, and I don't see a way that I can get around here without squeezing. So, yeah, I guess I'll just stand ready in case this guard decides to attack me.
Okay. Stand at the ready. There's still 2 children left in this room. Give me 2d10.
Oh, please.
Yes. No.
Nope. They both just chill. Stair, Lord of Stair. They crawl out. Lord Virix, badly wounded. His wife is at his feet. His guards are dead or dying around him. This one's just standing here confused. His children are just calling out randomly. We never really decided what happened with these two that passed, but I think they just fucked off and ran. That makes the most sense. What does the Duke of Virix do?
He grovels on his fucking knees.
Is his wife still alive?
Yes.
Yeah, he loved it.
You know, he's a good man. He's lived under the order of Astaire for a long time. He believes in mercy. He believes in justice. He believes in doing things the right, slow way. So he raises his hands to the air and he calls out to his men, "Men, stand down. Let there be no more bloodshed this day. Please." And he, steps to cover his wife, like standing over her to block anyone from hitting her. And I guess he faces John. He faces John. This knight over here needs a D10, though. Despite the Lord's order, this guy's confused.
God, please make him attack his lord.
Yeah.
I think he might attack Sora.
He's gonna attack Sora, yeah.
He's gonna attack Sora.
10 is attacking the closest person, right?
8.
Yeah, they're both together. Maybe roll a d2 to see who it is.
I'll roll a D5. Sora's 1, 2, 3. Lord is 4, 5.
I'll take those odds.
Yeah. He gets his axe. Stand down, everybody! Stand down! Whoosh. He hacks into Sora for 4 points of
Who put
damage.
strawberries in my coffee?
This one over here has finally got his weapon. He's going to make himself an attack against Archie, but he's got a -2 because an axe is a difficult weapon to swing in these close quarters. So -2 of this attack is an 11.
I would also like to use my free block, but I think he doesn't hit anyway. So
Yeah, he doesn't hit.
Easy
So
block.
yeah, easy peasy. Dead Guardian. Dead Guardian. Confused Guardian. Roll me a D10.
What does that one do again?
I don't know. What's that one do?
The X normally.
Axe normally, I think, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants.
Oh my god. There's clarity. He understands what's happening. He turns. He shouts. Traitors! And with the children that have already run around and are acting weird, the other guardians of the keep, the other soldiers here, will begin to
Can I get
shuffle in at the end of the round. Yeah, you can move a little bit. Where are you going? Yeah, no problem. End of the round, the guards who were already alerted by the kid that had run up the stairs and the one that like ran out onto the balcony and is just doing like really fucking something's amiss, and there's all the sounds coming from downstairs, breaking stuff. Guards will begin to shuffle in at the end of the round. There's not a lot of room here for more guards. But
You're in a
these
bit of
ones
a-
will shuffle in.
No, Nick, I got him.
And
precarious.
why don't we take a break right here? And we're going to come back on the other side with the thrilling conclusion of the siege or the sacking of Virix. Catch you on this side. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tides of Death. It is a shit show. The soldiers are showing up, and there's bowmen on the roof, and there's more guards probably in the village, and there's probably more guards in the town. Hell, there might be even more guards up and down these staircases that you just haven't seen yet. What are we gonna do?
I cast a lightning bolt.
Right.
Well,
So we're rolling initiative. Yeah.
We're rolling.
Oh, yeah.
You still not procured my rapier? No.
No.
He's busy. He's got spells to cast.
No.
I'll get you next.
Oh, Duke, you should have rolled higher or lower.
Oh no. Oh no.
He's got plans. He knows what he's up to. All
Yeah,
right,
he's not gonna get a chance now.
Captain Johnny.
With high ground. I attack the Duke.
You surrendered.
Wait, oh, is he? Okay, is he?
He was calling for everyone to cease, to lay down arms, and to stop the senseless violence.
But both of his men did attack last round, by the way.
Well, I mean, this one's confused, and this one's fighting
this
Archie.
one?
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do?
Okay. I ready my attack. I delay. I wait to see what he's doing.
Okay. Archie, it's your turn. The Duke is calling for peace.
I punched the guard in front of me.
Nice.
Kill him, Archie.
Hit.
20. 11.
Oh!
Boom.
Second attack, 17.
Under normal circumstances, that would be a miss, but you guys are squeezed and backed into this corner, and he doesn't have as much room to go. So he has a penalty of 1 to AC. You hit him again.
For another 11.
Jesus Christ. He is almost dead. He's just like reeling from these like giant pieces of bronze that have like shattered his jaw and like broken his ribs, and he's having trouble breathing as his like fractured ribs are piercing his lung, and there's this like hissing sound coming in out of him. It's terrible. Sail, you're facing down a whole squadron of elite soldiers.
Well, so here's my thought: is my like casting of this spell is dependent on whether or not these guys like go, whether or not they surrender, basically.
Well, that's a problem
So
because you can't hold
they-
a spell. You kind of have to cast or not cast.
Yeah, so I
Apparently-
guess from my initiative, did they come into the room seeing the Duke calling for peace?
Yes, they came
And
into
are
the
they
room
coming-
as the Duke is calling for peace. They have their weapons out because that's how they travel, you know, spear and shield in hand. And they sort of lined up against the room, but they haven't attacked anyone.
I cast confusion.
You took
Wait,
two?
Can I delay it?
Nope.
Okay, it goes off then.
Alrighty.
Oh wait, that's not true. Because you can delay your magic missile, right? For when someone pops up, as long as you're casting it. We talked about this before. No,
No.
I thought we did that before. Where if you're like casting a magic missile, you're kind of like waiting for someone to like pop up. You have the whole round to like throw it off. I thought that's what
No,
happened
because you
last-
can't
No?
hold
Okay.
spells. But if someone, like, you can target your magic, you can cast magic missile, and then if someone is in your field of view when the spell goes off, you can target them, even if they weren't in your field of view when you started casting.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how about this? Could I opt to take the max? Well, no. You know what? I'll just fire it. Whatever. They're confused.
Can you roll me some dice? Not with
That's
the underscore,
not a
though.
valid roll. I can hit 8 people.
Well, you hit the 6 of these. Did you want to hit anyone else?
Yeah, I want to hit. No, I'm not going to hit Nilrum.
All right. One of them is not confused. The rest of them immediately fall into chaos. What sort of god would give his cleric this spell, huh?
a great god.
Certainly not a stare. Certainly not the god of order. Nilrum.
29 damage. Goal is to go like this. Okay. It's like boom, 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 and then up. Or if it really needs to, and it can just go boom, boom, and then just jump down the stairs. That's the goal. Here's the int check if you want it.
You don't
Firing
even
it
need
this
to
way.
bounce it to hit those three. Like, can't you just do a 10-foot one and just like... Oh, you try
That's
not to
the-
have it
yeah.
reflect back at
I'm
yourself.
trying to have it not reflect back in here. Yeah, 10 foot. Bounce it.
I feel like you should be able to hit 4 of them pretty easily.
Yeah, this.
You
right
can definitely
here
hit those
should it.
4. It will go from Nilrum. It's the wrong button. It will hit this guy and this one all right at the same time. Right?
Also,
Yeah.
10 feet.
Yeah, so 5 feet off of it. Maybe it will
Yep,
graze
yep,
this person. I'll give him a save for none or pass for half. And you're doing the 10 foot wide, 40 feet long.
Yeah.
Wait, roll a d100 though, Neil.
Oh, right. Right, we talked about this during the break.
So dumb.
Imagine.
It'll happen.
No, I actually almost wanted to.
Almost.
Oh,
Not quite. You did 29 damage. All right. Well, let's roll their HP because I just copy and pasted their HP from someone else. And this has 7, 10, 9, 10. Even on passes, they die. So they're quickly obliterated. The lightning bolt
Does it go
bounces.
down the stairs or up the stairs?
It doesn't go down or up. It will hit here and bounce here, and it'll sort of bounce around in this corridor before bursting through this door and ending up in this room down here-ish. All right.
Whoever's in that room just had a
His
bad
save
day.
for half or for half or
Oh, right. 1d20. He will take half. Which
Probably still
is...
kills
Yeah, he's got 12 HP. That's still enough to slaughter him. The Duke of Virix will take his turn. He disengages. He hides under the table. He just drops down and crawls under and drags his wife by the ankle and hides
Bleeding
under the
damage?
table. Every 10 minutes, he takes
10
D2
minutes.
bleeding damage. Every turn, yeah. But he is still bleeding, and if that is left untreated, he will die from it. Sora. Well, Sora, this person attacked you. The Duke has hidden under the table, and you can't hit him under the table with a two-handed sword. That's just a no-go.
Yeah, she will.
Have you thought about Captain John and the monstrosity that he is? Maybe you could end him right now.
Sora raises her blade against John. No. She will. Is she engaged with this guy? I guess he's confused, so he can't really be engaged, can he?
Right. He has been attacking at her, but now he's sort of stopping, and his eyes are sort of red, and his head is turning in different directions.
Yeah, I suppose she would probably see that Archie's guy is almost dead, and then quickly try to get rid of him.
Mm-hmm. Yep. She can bring the sword up and down against Archie's guy. -1 on the attack roll for the awkwardness of the situation, but it's still a hit no matter what. And D10 damage. He's got 5 hit points remaining, and he goes down. Dead. The White Knight God.
Brilliant.
Would you say that combat's kind of
It's pretty much over. Yeah, this guy, he's confused. It doesn't really matter. There are some more soldiers coming up, but that lightning bolt is loud. It's a terrifying sound, a lightning bolt, especially in an enclosed area like this. There really should be deafness rules for everyone in this room, but there aren't, so we'll just not roll with it. You don't see any soldiers coming up or down those stairs. The room is sort of as it is. The Duke is hiding under the table. All that's left is this one person who is still a fearsome opponent. He can still hurt or kill folks. The children will, confusedly end up in rooms. This guy will walk around and, face the corner of the wall by himself. Well, party,
Okay.
you've dealt with them, except for this guy. What are you gonna do about this guy over here? This one remaining threat.
I gotta get my rapier from Norum. Norum, can I have my rapier,
I give it
please?
to you.
Thank you. I will, I throw my dagger up in the air and then catch it again and smirk at this guard. And I sort of I want him to look at me. I want to fight him.
The confused guard?
Yeah.
Oh, PotatoMcWhiskey, roll us the D10 and see what he does.
He stands around.
Yeah, he looks at you. He's confused. He doesn't understand what you're trying to do.
I attack him.
He will try not to get hit.
Yeah.
So
Can
make
I-
your attack roll.
Can I get high ground here, or do I have to step off?
You'd have to step off. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, sure. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, you do. It's too
Yeah.
far.
yeah. Well,
23
that
and a
will
12.
do it. The 23 will hit. The 12 will not.
9 damage.
Butte. Real butte right there. He takes a bunch of damage. He slumps a little bit, bleeding out. He looks down at the blood on his hands. He looks back up at you. He looks down
Come
at the
on,
blood on his
fight me.
hands.
What are you, a coward?
Why are the clouds red? He says. Why are they red?
Okay, I attack him again. I mean, roll another d10 for him. Maybe he fights next round.
Yeah.
Dilrum's gonna go down here and tie them up. If they
Yeah.
submit, if they don't, he tells them.
Yeah, you can drag him out and tie him up. That's fine.
And
Go ahead and roll
a
a
D10 for sale. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Sale.
D10.
Yes.
D10, mate.
He stands around.
19. It's another hit for another 9. Oh, the damage rolls.
So at 1/3 HP.
Another D10.
Another D10.
Yep. Oh, wait, I get a second attack this round. Okay, that misses. No, wait, that was damage.
No, it was
Sorry.
I do get another second attack.
17. Oh, your guy's dead, though. I do another 6.
6 points brings him to 3 hit points remaining. Give us a D10. D10.
Potato.
Sorry, I was doing that. My bad.
It's all right. He stands around, slowly dying. No idea what's happening to him.
Like, I'm annoyed that he's not fighting back.
He's calling out at his belly. Stop crying! Stop crying!
I'm gonna, like, throw my rapier to the ground and, like, get real close to him inside his guard with my dagger and put it to his throat and say, "Do something, you coward!" And then
He
I'm gonna
doesn't.
slowly, like,
And
drive
then you
the
kill him.
dagger into his throat.
He stands there as you kill him. I think this is
Round
called
up the
murder.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick my weapon back up.
Well, well, well.
Okay. Let's find the treasure. Tie them up. We'll take the family to the sea.
We only have 15 minutes, so I don't know if you want to go through this part kind of quicker.
Yeah.
The goal would be to round up the kids, round up the parents,
Mm-hmm.
sack the place for treasure and notes,
Mm-hmm.
important info.
Mhm.
We want to know kind of what's going on in the hills, so I'll go to the top. I'll look for like a log report of, like someone with a spyglass or whatever.
Yeah, there's a
Maybe history
guard's report of what's happening in the area.
I take that.
Perusing through it, you'll see that there are some monsters in the hills, but the town is not really close enough for them to ever come here. The town's not walled. They don't really have a problem with the monsters here. It's just outside of the town, around the lake, is where they go. So, not much
I'm
of a
talking
threat
about the
there.
hills on the left side,
Let's
where
go take a
apparently
look
the
at that.
legend is people went up there.
Those hills.
Any spooky sightings, etc.
No, there's nothing in any of the logbooks about ghosts or secret legions or like hidden. No, none of that stuff. It's probably just like a
Dylan?
local rumor.
On our way out, he's going to wizard lock, like the big front door, if that makes sense. I'm sure that there's a front door with like a bar
Yeah.
that goes in and out of it.
Yeah.
He's going to wizard lock that actually. So we kick everybody out of the keep, and I'm going to wizard lock the big front wooden door.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Get all the treasure, get all the things that we think's important. I ship in a bottle in the river,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to bring our big ship out.
Excellent. I would like some rolls from the party. Can I get everyone in the party to make me a perception check, please?
There you go.
Oh
Nice.
my God, Nilrum, fucking killing it. No one even has to roll. Nilrum just, he takes his time. He finds all the things. What do we find here, Mr. Nilrum? Let's see. The loot of the town is going to be, this is a big farming community, major farming community out here. So you're going to find 1,000 gold pieces. You're going to
Gonna add this straight
find...
to the party sheet. Is that all right, Neil?
Yeah, that's fine. That's
it's
fine.
safe to assume. Okay.
Yeah. Close enough. You get the 1,000 gold. You're going to find 20,000 silver.
Oh shit. That's a lot.
And you'll find maybe 1,500 copper, but that's heavy and not worth much, so I don't know if you even want to carry it. Yeah. On one of the floors of the keep, there is a small temple to a stair, god of law, order, social situations, society, that sort of stuff. In that temple, you will find 9 potions. 4 of them you don't even need anymore to identify. They're clearly Cure Light Wounds potions or healing potions.
How
And
many
then
more?
4 healing potions and 5 unknown potions.
Hey,
Not
I'm gonna add this
Sorry.
to.
I'm so sorry. Those aren't potions. You find 2 scrolls. You don't know what's on them.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 scrolls.
No one takes them. We have all the stuff on the ship we have with us, right? Because we have to empty the ship out to cast ship in a bottle.
Usually, yeah, but
I will.
probably...
Well, I have 3 Crimson Fist flags on the ship, so I will replace their flag on top of their keep with ours.
Great. There are some rooms in this building that are locked. I'm assuming you take the time to bash down the treasury door or use a knock spell on the treasury door. Yeah.
I mean, I pick the lock. No.
We let him pick first, but I have
go ahead.
spells.
Pick the lock. Pick the lock, John.
Yeah, I picked the lock.
That's great. Yeah, you can get into the treasury. Go ahead and pick the treasure, the chests too, Nick. There's 2 of them.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, no.
Yeah, you can't get those.
I have 2 knock spells.
Perfect.
Do you want to use them on the treasure chests then? I've kind of already told you what's inside them, but
I think we would just take the treasure chest and put them on the boat. We can open them later.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are there any other rooms that we need in?
There are plenty of locked rooms in this place. Like the Duke's bedroom is locked. There's a couple other locked rooms. He will produce the key from his belt to his bedroom.
We open all the things.
Okay, great. The cleric's room is also locked. I don't know if you want to go through the cleric stuff. Some of the knights' rooms are locked. Just like, all the people who have stuff that the people of importance always lock their doors.
I don't care about the knights. I would care about the cleric stuff. I think Sale would as well. There's probably some important information, either documents, etc. I'm not going to read them now. I just grab them all, throw them in one of the lock chests that we're able to open because we found the key for. And I think we put everything on the boat and just get the fuck out of Dodge.
Cool. Yeah, you will find
with the family and the kids.
With that natural 20 on a perception check, you will find a secret stash, like a secret strong box hidden in the cleric's bed chambers.
I open
as well. It's locked.
I knock it.
Well then, there is a scroll in here with 4 spells written on it.
Can I see it? What is it?
They're, you need to cast read magic, or you need to be a cleric to read them. They're probably all clerical spells. You got 3 scrolls now. And considering the only spellcaster around is a cleric, these would be cleric-only spells on them.
I'll hold them for now. I'll give them to Sale when we get out of here.
Okay.
Is there like a chest full of copper, or are they all together in like
the copper? No, it's a chest of silver and gold and a chest of copper. But you don't know that until you haul them onto the ship and unlock them later. So you'll just have another fuck ton of stuff. Sale, I'm going to DM you the scrolls only because you'll figure them out in the short term, and I don't think there's any danger between now and then. So
no one would have read magic it as well. Can I know?
Here we go. Can wizards understand what the cleric spells on scrolls are? Let me just do a quick reading in the DMG. You might be able to know, you might not be able to know. Potions. Scrolls.
By means of read magic spell, the wizard is able to read magical inscriptions on objects, books, scrolls, weapons, and the like.
Well, thank you, Second Edition, for not being clear. It talks about wizards needing to use read magic, or actually talks about read magic being needed to... Taking the approach encourages... Wait. Each scroll is written in its own magical cipher. To understand what type of scroll has been found, the ability to read magic must be available, which is only available to wizards, so how the hell would clerics ever get scrolls? That seems silly. Once a scroll is read to determine its contents, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you can get them all. There are 5 neutralize poison spells. There are 4 cure light wound spells. And in the last one that was locked up in the cleric's room, there is a tongues, compulsive order, divination, and zone of truth spell, and I will DM it to Potato. There you go.
Cool. You can have all those, obviously.
Sweet.
I got them written down. Oh, he gave them to you anyways. We put the family in the boat. We put all our chests in the boat. I wizard lock the front door. All the knights and stuff fuck off. We take their breastplates. All the plate mail, all the breastplates. We take all that because that shit's worth a lot of money. Like
Did they have plate mail on?
They have breastplates, but they don't have the rest of it. They don't have the limbs or the back.
Does the Lord have a set of plate or no?
He has a
I'll check his
fancy
room.
breastplate as well, but it's too hot here to have full plate.
I take his breastplate.
Great.
And we...
That's going to be 3 sets of breastplates that you get.
We make the ship appear in the river, and we're going to sail all the way down.
Yeah, you can sail all the way down. Well, it's nighttime now.
We'll probably wait for the day and
Yeah, you'll have
sack
to wait
during
for
the night,
daybreak.
if that makes sense. Yeah.
Do you raid the village during the night?
No, we're
Do you
just trying
burn
to
it?
get out.
We're just trying to get out.
Where do you sleep?
In the keep.
Okay.
And once
Well-
we get out onto the sea, we're going to just sail around the island for a bit, land somewhere, and then do something with the prisoners.
Okay.
With Rohi.
Between now and our next session, I'll roll some dice and see if there are any complications that arise during your fleeing. Because some folks will have gotten into the village, and maybe a brave knight or something will come and try and stop you as you get to the river. But
Wait, well, we also actually have to go back to the village and get any stuff that we left in the tavern.
it's an easy enough task. We can handle all of that another time.
Next time.
But we'll be back next week, I do believe, at our regularly scheduled Tides of Death time.
Tuesday, yep.
Next Tuesday. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Good game, everybody.
Did you
Thanks for watching.
Catch you next week.
I have one
Oh,
question.
questions. Yeah.
Question anyone who might want to pick it up. So far, the White Prince seems to not have taken decisive action against the crew. Word is spreading around, but no one seems to be hunting you. What is he doing, in your opinion?
I think maybe
I think he's probably just too busy in the middle.
No, I don't. Yeah, maybe. Maybe there's shit going on in the middle rings, or maybe.
There's like no way we're the only group hunting him, right? Like there's other uprisings and shit. Maybe we're just not important enough yet.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like if he is speaking to Astaire, and if he did sack Sulphur Island because they had something to do with Rohi, and he sees Rohi as a threat, maybe he's, rather than acting spontaneously, maybe he's taking his time, maybe he's taking it seriously, and he's waiting for the right moment to do something about us.
My thought is this is like a gigantic bureaucratic empire. So like even though he's king shit, he's got to go through layers of bureaucracy to get anything done.
Probably, yeah.
It doesn't matter that he's like the ultimate lord ruler.
He's got to get it signed off in Parliament.
Yeah, or he just has like a massive unmanageable empire that like, oh, a couple of islands rebelled. I live forever. I can deal with that in a decade. Like he considers himself so powerful, so aloof that it's like maybe a hint of like the Sulphur Island stuff is like, this kind of smells like that one time. There's like a mysterious cleric.
Yeah.
Maybe that's starting to get his attention. And the fish assassin, maybe that got him going too.
Oh yeah. That was so funny. Oh, I take the Lord's two-handed sword as well. Did it look like it might be magical?
No.
Okay, well, I don't bother then.
We take all the weapons from the armory as well,
Oh, okay, fine.
etc. We take all the things.
I'm worried
Excellent.
the boats. No, if we can get it all. I mean, we've got
You can
6
get it all.
children, a man, a woman, and all of these
Well,
items.
Yeah. We'll deal with it all next session.
Okay, all right, cool.
All right. Catch y'all next time. Goodbye.
See you guys.
Bye bye.